Walk-ins? Okay, here we go. We'll have to finish the puzzle after. Did you say CT? I didn't even hear it. Like, I'm like, I need to pay attention. Okay, so one player is not playing on stage. So I guess that's that player. I don't know which play. I don't know who it is, but find 20K for sing. Oh, Alikaya. Alikia. Right? Hey, this guy kind of looks like the player on Renegades. AZR? I don't know if I'm the only one that sees that. Does anyone know? Low-key a little bit or no?
Before we start the match today, we want to honor the memory of two members of our community, Turkish Trailblazer, Guizem and KRÜ's Santiago Davis Ruiz, both of whom tragically lost their lives this year, and they will be missed. Please join us as we pay our respects with a moment of silence. Thank you very much to everyone who's watching all over the world for joining us for that moment of silence. Like I said, both of them will be sorely, sorely missed.
It's really nice to do that.
Into the match. Again, I think both of these teams are coming into this tournament with a lot of pressure, with a lot of ambitions, with a lot of revenge. I think there's a lot of storylines that we could pluck in and out, but also I think following the theme of every single other walkout we've seen, all of the teams just seems to be friends with each other. They do the walkouts together, they have their little dances, and it's so beautiful to see.
As I said, this is the best event
Tell
of the
someone
year
you love them today. I like that.
Teams are just like so happy to be there. They're so happy.
I like that.
Unfortunately, Alkia has to play in isolation.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That chit chatter. It's gonna have to happen.
Their name is Visa KRÜ Blaze. Damn! Wait, aren't we like? Isn't the event like MasterCard and shit?
Initiator. I'm expecting something fast-paced here on this pistol.
We don't know Visa. No.
It's fast and aggressive in a sense, like you want to stay quiet for a bit until the Trailblazer comes out on the attack.
I just realized we just watched Sunset.
Trying to find the information towards this A
site.
site.
Yeah, it's weak.
I mean, did we really though? Oh my god, good nade.
That flash is going to buy a little bit of time.
Well, that's going to force KRÜ to come in towards the A choke, though.
GG.
And the impingement towards the site.
It was
all
fun.
of BBL falls down in that defense and it rotates so far away.
It's so far away. All 5 members of KRÜ are going to comfortably be able to set up in a post plant here. We've seen a lot of these retakes come through. Now it's 3v5, but BBL, they've got to get some picks, and it starts with that.
Felipa.
Starts off very well, but the advantage for KRÜ is they have the time to plant the spike, not in an orthodox position. They can play the crossfire.
Okay.
Cornier's the one holding within the site.
Okay.
Gets the first blood, at least on the post plant for KRÜ. And there's another one. 3 and 4 into the round, and Cornier, a player that shines for KRÜ, played a lot of chamber back last year in Berlin, now goes into a controller role, switching into
I love the energy in the crowd.
Very well.
Absolutely, absolutely decisive. A bit of a wrong read, unfortunately, for the side of KRÜ at least here, or rather BBL. But
what are they paying the people in the crowd? Them motherfuckers happier than ever to be here.
Really let go of W key that whole time, absolutely realizing that they were able to
My
take
god, they're getting a raise. Those guys are getting a raise.
And unlucky about those gambles. Sometimes, you know, pistol rounds, that's just how the cookie
Oh yeah,
crumbles.
they're
You
probably
pick
cheering
one
for
side, make it the
KRÜ
strong
because,
side,
well,
but
I think KRÜ has one Brazilian
we'll
player,
how,
but obviously they're all
BBL
from South
adjusts
America,
as
I
this goes on.
believe.
There was a lot of sound cues, a lot
Let me
of little
see.
tells
They have
that
one
KRÜ
Brazilian
gave
player.
towards BBL that this was going to be a commitment.
They have 2 players
KRÜ was
from
known last year to be very aggressive,
Argentina,
just like the VCT side for that
and
KRÜ
2 players from
over
Chile.
in
Am I
2022.
correct?
So lots of aces under the sleeves for this roster as they're controlling towards this middle. A little bit of a jiggle peek coming out of Felipa. Gets contact, but look at the rotate from KRÜ. Already
Yeah, 2 players from Chile, 2 players from Argentina, and 1 player from Brazil.
I'm going to keep an eye on
Let's
it,
just
I'm gonna
say
keep track of how many aces
they are
actually
not
get
cheering for
this
BBL.
map in this series.
Latina or
All
not,
5
just kidding.
members, KRÜ, I mean, this is the 2nd round now that they are.
I'm gonna Messi, I'm gonna Messi, I'm gonna Messi, I'm gonna Messi. Go, go, go! Okay,
Correct sight
focus.
on the gamble here. Just the Omen.
It's a free sight.
Kind of looking for info at this point.
It's well done.
Wait, what the fuck? We have an emote?
The jiggle peek that you saw from the market. They
My God, we have a
expected
gift of the
potentially
goal.
a stack towards one side. The Omen's playing it passively, and that was Vanya. Just waiting for the team to come back with her so they can retake it together. And the Trailblazer on the attack for KRÜ is going to spot a little bit of that rotation.
BBL, they've got fault line up.
Wait, isn't
and Raze
BBL the
has a
team that
satchel and
WTCN
still.
owns?
They can try to do a little bit of damage, but man, Shy's beautiful shot.
Shy's the star duelist from Tarik coming in as an initiator. ADS and getting the frag with the Bulldog. And Kalita with the support.
Okay.
First. Really nice for KRÜ.
Is he watching?
The power of the Omen. The power of the Omen for sure. Busting out that high-low crossfire already. And that's certainly something that BBL
Is he
are
molding?
definitely going to have to keep in mind coming through.
2-0.
All those A retakes specifically. So many little nooks and crannies.
Thank you
that
for the 5
actually
gifted.
do have to
Scary
clear.
Dairy 1412.
This is the bonus coming through here for KRÜ.
I still like the idea of that smoke that they're throwing for the retakes, though. So all of them flooding back within the spawn for BBL, and they really just want to cut one lane. So focusing on one portion, one by one, and dissecting the sites. And that's something that we're starting to see a lot, actually, when
hung over.
She wasn't messing around at all throughout any of her interviews or when she's just speaking and
All right, here we
talking
go.
about her team and this game. So I think this round right here is exactly where she's going to have to put her money where her mouth is.
This is bonus for
And
KRÜ.
this time around, BBL are keeping that strong side towards A. They're going to trust that their Cypher is going to be able to do their due diligence.
It's a nice pivot. Dog trying to clear. I mean, the shots will be heard. So
Oh my God.
that off angle on top of the park.
That util is so good.
Michaela comes in with the entry onto Vanya, so that star player is already down for BBL. Now flooding in within this B site.
Oh,
is
no!
KRÜ in close range. Kalita headshot onto Wentz as the IGL. We might have another IGL fragger right now for KRÜ.
Yeah, another one
What?
for sure. That's going to help a lot. Felipa at least finds herself one. Has a good
How aware is
inkling
she
that
of the
Cypher's
lurk?
being a rat somewhere here in mid. If she's able to find that one,
Blank.
there is a chance here for
Oh.
BBL.
Not happening at all. Romy had the better timing. The backstab with the Spectre. Numbers
Save.
dwindling down for BBL. As potentially these last two players still stuck towards Boba. Might have to save in. Alito is trying to find
Alito?
some
Mod
information,
check?
trying to look back towards that pillar. Just got
I think
denied
time is too low. They
that
should save, right?
information. And it seems that BBL will try to go for it.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like a bait. That last kill really is egging them on and making them think they have a chance, but the time is ticking, and Ava, she's got to book it.
No choice. What can you do? The power
Unlucky.
of that breach as well. Another
Tough.
one of those, especially in that spike plant, right towards that B site, is going to be a pivotal piece of utility in that fault line to not allow
Tough.
the defenders to really escape from it.
And I think the key point there about the spike plant vans is the speed in which it came out, right? I mean, immediately, as soon as KRÜ found that opening, found that entry, they went immediate to get that spike down, get themselves in that post position. And with the aggression that the Raze on KRÜ is coming out with, I mean, sure, Vanya got a little unlucky. She was caught with her utility out.
That's
that
not good.
paranoia was
That's not
out.
good.
So getting kind of past those jitters in these
It's
first
actually
few
very
rounds
bad.
is going to be very important
Might
for
I
BBL.
say.
But KRÜ, they are not slowing down.
Definitely not slowing down. This time around, though, trying to find information early, knowing that the economy is very low for BBL. Only one Vandal to work with, and that's in the hands of Alkia. The Vandal that they saved on that previous
Hold on.
round. So it looks
Hold
like
on.
KRÜ, they just want to see if there's going to be
Hold
aggression
on.
coming out. Indeed, there is.
You can see Felipa was in the back lines with her arm out, ready with that fault line, trying to give some assistance, but Kelia just gets wiped out. Not even able to shoot a single bullet. Now it's Vanya's turn.
Where's the fucking...
Playing switch around the Vandal, and that's the Vandal to
That
fall, but
shoulder.
this time, exactly.
Yeah.
I like to call them pointy elbows, but that was
pointy
potentially
elbows?
a pointy shoulder, and that Vandal fell down pretty deep towards the spawn. Will not be recoverable, but
Hold
at least
on.
Eva is there with the sheriff,
Wait.
and will make that weapon
Boom.
come to use.
Boom.
With the second one there, but it gets immediately traded out right after.
Give me one more.
Good flash.
Nice.
And a better shot.
One more, one more.
All of a sudden. Look at Felipe's utility here as well.
You can do it.
Full utility
You can
in
do
that
it.
breach.
That's a good tag.
Gwen's looking for that timing coming through too from that tag
shit.
of the dart of her own camera. And now Shy's pushing
No,
in.
you needed that one.
Switches over to the second one.
You needed that
and
one
that's
bad.
Gonna stop the bleeding. This
I'm not
2
gonna
versus
cap.
1. It's going to be very difficult for Gwen's to win this.
Aye.
Flash coming out. Shy's comes in for the
Wait,
third
what?
in the round. And that's
They're not
4 rounds
accepting
now for
orders
Crew,
at the
winning
moment?
the bonus
Why?
on top of that.
Wow.
Small F?
Wow,
What happened?
Wow. At least some good, crispy shots coming through with those deagles, at least in this
EUF
anti-eco.
CACW in the chat.
That should instill a little bit of confidence for BBL coming through in this 5th round, 2nd gun round for them in this first half, but they've got to be able to stop the bleeding. It doesn't seem like these last few rounds have been within any of control for BBL. They haven't been able to stop anything that KRÜ are bringing.
Fuck, man.
They gotta think about what kind of stuff.
The restaurant I want to order from is not accepting orders.
Let's start using the drill. Let's start using the fault line and the flashes.
That's
and
cute.
just start
Wait, I think I
triggering
have that
some
turtle.
Something like this.
I'm pretty
just
sure I
get
have that
themselves back
turtle.
into the game, get a little bit of
Wait, where did I
breathing
get it
room, and be able
from?
to shoot their guns back right now.
You're going to love this timeout now if you're a KRÜ because you've won 4 rounds in a row. The signs that you've shown towards the A site hits, they can't hold it. Mid control, they can't really hold it. And also holding spawn against anti-ecos. And now you're saying, okay,
What
how
the
can we fight
fuck?
against this? But they never really
Where
contested
did I
A
get
main
this
yet. So they
from?
have another strat that they could bring out and really take control of this first half.
And those kind of mind games are the best part about timeouts like this. When you're up 0-4 and you're feeling yourself and you know you're controlling the pace of the map,
They have the same turtle.
The limit.
It's a match made in heaven. It's a match made in heaven. It's a message from God. It's a message from above.
Right now, they can either double down, they can keep up this W game, or they can slow it down and start throwing some misdirection here.
That timeout being pivotal for BBL Queens. They're looking to add that pressure towards the BBN in the beginning, but for KRÜ, it seems to be that default style once again. Not too much pressure towards the A side because the Cypher placed that camera up there and trying to see what the defenders will do this time around. They heard the camera go in towards that link. The flash comes out on middle for KRÜ to get information, and instantly they break the door.
Going through with their
Fuck, they're
own
feeling
protocols.
themselves.
Now, Michaela wants to find this trip, has a good idea.
We haven't
that
seen
it's
too many
in this
ops, have
general
we?
vicinity.
Actually, no, Fluorescent was opping.
And this sort of pressure is going to keep KRÜ and BBL guessing.
He split through
How many
mid?
members of KRÜ are actually
Oh,
in their
fuck.
spawn? Omen
Paranoia?
caught with the paranoia out last time.
Not this time
No,
around.
you're
She gets hit by
lying to
Seeker
me.
herself, tries to DP away, but Alkia's there to save. Kanir's the first to fall for KRÜ as the Satchels comes across. Vanya's
Nice, Vanya!
Takes her in the air. That's a beautiful crossfire and a nice attempt for what KRÜ is trying to do to push towards Boba, but everything gets denied. It's Shy's alone.
All alone, and you know, this is the second time now
Crazy
that I'm
shit.
seeing full utility
it,
on
though.
the back of the breach here as well. I'm not sure if there's some sort of mistiming or maybe that second layer that they're expecting hasn't come
They
through
switched to
yet,
the cinematic
I'd love to
before
see a
she
little bit
even
more
died.
breach util in the beginning of the rounds, especially if Michaela's
This
gonna
should
as
be,
aggressive
this
as
is
she's
criminal activity.
That's a
They
great
should
call
be
and a great
punished
start
with
at
jail
least for
time for
BBL
this.
Queens. A prime giving flawless to get the first in the round, and that's a great way to shake off the nervousness maybe that could be, you know, shown in her playstyle in the first few rounds.
Yep, shake it off. Shake off the jitters.
Why does Tarik look
Got
like
one
Liam
round on the
Payne?
board, and
Who the
sometimes
fuck's
that's
that?
really all you need to get the ball rolling. So for BBL, 3 ultimates online as well. Vanya finally
I'll fucking
starting to
take
feel
it, bro.
herself.
There.
I'll fucking take it.
Now, unless I'm doing the caster curse.
Who is this
thing,
guy?
we might have a game on our hands.
I agree with you, though. They have the ult to work with. A great
He's an English
opportunity
singer?
for BBL to start
Same.
spiraling
One Direction?
some rounds in their favor.
Sheesh.
But KRÜ, because of the other rounds that they've won in the past 5,
They said what? They said they have a game on
do
our
have
hands?
that economy to
They
work
said the
with.
line?
So less ults, but still another opportunity. They're looking to work back towards this middle and try to surprise BBL once again.
Yeah, rinse, repeat.
They
once
said the
again.
line. Vansili's one of us. Vansili's one of us. He knows we're watching. He knows we can hear him. W. Vansili, more like
This time going
Wansili.
straight towards that A side instead of spawn.
I said it.
Break the camera. So the defenders actually have to play in a different position. They're looking to re-aggress
Okay.
towards A main, and that's Wentz with the first pick onto Khalida. But there's that flank coming from behind, and it's beautiful
BB2.
from both ends. Still the advantage out for BBL Queens.
Oh, Potter
As they're
said it?
pulling up
More like
towards this
water.
A site. Neural theft now being thrown by Wentz. A jump out through the cage. Nice shot by Konir. Now a 2 versus 2. Showstopper out right at the feet of Romy, and it's out
I can't
to
believe we
Konir
got a
on a
cinematic
2
of that.
versus 1.
I can't believe we got a cinematic of
67
that.
HP. Spike is right in front of her.
I mean, that was
She's
low-key
still
cool, I'm
got
not gonna
the
lie.
ult. 30 seconds
That
left
was
on the
low-key
clock,
cool.
So there's absolutely a chance here. both members of BBL are very grouped. This is a complete post plant. With the smokes, Connier can really play around on this post plant.
So that smoke and a shrouded step on the other end though for BBL. They have
the
opportunities to
timing.
step. Oh, the TP to spot Alkia and drop her right away. But there's still Felipe with all of the
Timing.
of the breach.
Timing.
This play coming out from Connier is so clever.
Timing.
It's so clutch. I don't think Felipe's ever going to expect this.
Wow.
One versus
Go through,
one,
go through now, now, now, now.
into the smoke, but
You going
Connie's going
back?
back to the spike.
And the timing has to be good here for Connier. It wasn't planted for her before. Just waiting for the tap on that spike. Throws the first smoke coming through on that staircase. Waiting for the timing. Peeks out. It's out in the open, and she knows that there was nobody on there. Counts the timer once again. Beautifully done. And
Wait, why the fuck? Fuck! I come for the wrong team.
That's the Red Bull clutch.
Fuck.
I'm clapping in real life, man. I'm clapping in real life.
I'll clap too. Fuck it.
What
At
you
this
wanna
point,
do,
I don't know what to do.
especially If your crew, I mean, look, BBL just finally won their first
Fuck.
round. You just completely slapped them down and ruined their money. Came back in a 1 versus 2 clutch on the biggest stage at the end of the year, and Connier just coming up.
Just
so
got here. Have there
clutch
been any
here.
cinematics today? No, they have actually not been doing them at all. It's actually kind of annoying. They usually do more.
Another opportunity to real control and just focus on her game and her aim.
Damn, that's not
And
good.
that's going to add the morale. I mean, look
Here's the
at
op, though.
Crew
Here's the op.
jumping off their seats. Change of plans for BBL, though. Operator coming out.
Operator for sure, and this should allow Alicia to actually just hold the whole ground herself, right? So much stopping power right after she takes that one pop shot. So you can see Cypher and Sky kind of regrouping. They don't want to allow KRÜ to keep throwing these shenanigans in their own spawn. 2 members now holding that line.
Jump.
Oh, that's a very early paranoia here.
And still KRÜ reading this map so well. Showstopper out, trying to get the entry. Beautiful push by Vanya right on the edge of the smoke. Draws Michaela and also
Good TP,
drops the
good TP.
Showstopper. Now I try to answer back, trying to hold the site as well.
Oh
It's
my
Connier to
God.
answer right back onto Felipe. Right off the corner, it's checked.
Vanya!
Still there for that second.
Vanya!
Play for the third. And the Classic could do more damage than that, but at least Wentz is there to trade off.
Why no one clapping now? Why no one clapping now? You love the team or you love the game?
The fact that she was warming up into this half, but man, the moves that she made in this round, she
got really
started off
quiet
the
in
round
there.
and
I'm just gonna point that
ended with
out.
the 2-piece all the way back left side, right? So definitely the power of the Omen TPs coming out to play, but I mean, if you're this mobile and this quick thinking, certainly when you're entering into the site, you just don't know where that anchor is.
And that's a silver lining right now. Light at the end of the tunnel for BBL to start coming back because they've never really seen for KRÜ side that operator that was pulled out by Alkia. Also, this time around, finally, an Eagle comes out. So room to breathe for BBL Queens.
Yeah, and this is huge. This is everything, especially for the
Old.
IGL of BBL to stop the bleeding and lead by example here.
Nice and easy. Clean shot. Operator. Show me the operator.
For a clean anti-eco here. You want to be able to
Come on, bro.
Building up some
Get my dog. Get my fucking dog.
But they know the opposite.
Where are we going?
Rolling thunder and
Why are we
trying
watching
to
that guy?
push
Thank
forward.
you.
Eva will be able to
You
do
missed
so.
it. How can you switch so
Drop
slowly?
Lolita.
How
The
can
other
you
four
switch
just
so
holding the ground,
slowly?
So they're trying to see if KRÜ wants to continue or
Oh
BBL
my
wants to continue to
God.
push forward.
I need to observe. I need to try
Really
observing. It
sending
can't be that
message there,
hard. Surely
using
it cannot be
patience
that
in the
difficult.
beginning. They do not want to allow
Like,
KRÜ
there's no
to
just no like
really
that. There's just
collect
no
these
universe
orbs
where
on
it's this
eco
difficult,
round.
right? They're doing their best. It's not
This basically
enough.
just dissipated. That was an opportunity potentially to try to go for a swing
Would
and
rage.
catch their opponents off guard, but the op's still in a great spot.
Yeah, no one's biting, no one's moving, and no one's
We need
reacting right
more!
now. All 8 members on this side of the map realize that this is where the party is.
Heard the camera just got broken, so they're like, oh, we're going to try to rotate back towards
We're gonna
this
say
inside.
something, I'm
Doors
giving up
closed,
on
another
you.
trap on the top, a cage being pulled as well, and now the crossfire is set up on the top of middle for BBL. Big flash coming through, but Felipe gets the pick, and finally there. Beautiful
What?
done.
Switch to POV. I beg you.
That's Groby that does a little bit of damage with the Spectre, though. A third into the round. I mean, we're overcommitting to this. That could have been so much damage done, but finally
Holy
Emma stopped
shit!
it. And BBL put 3 now on Sunset.
Yeah, things got pretty dicey.
Hurt.
I'm not
Oh my
satisfied with that round. I'm not gonna lie to
Oh
you,
my
fans.
God.
If you're BBL, you wasted a breach ult.
Wow.
And you lost a lot of guns. But
Wow.
kills like that is how you get back into the game. And you cannot expect perfection in a game of Valorant. So doing what they can with these rounds, and at least things are stabilizing now. At least.
Wait, she rolls up her sleeves just like me. Oh my God.
And that score
We are
line
the
is getting
same.
closer and closer.
Just found out that Vanya actually also smiles.
Oh, wow.
So happy with the round that they got, also forcing a timeout to come out on the other
KRÜ?
end. And there are the supporters. We talked about it before. Home ground is not only
Vamos?
for the Brazilian teams, but
Where's the
also
Turkish
just
fans?
Latin. As they have Shies representing the Brazilian side for KRÜ Blaze at least. But with this timeout, Konir just laser focused, ready to go back.
F?
As she should be, as she should be. Things have kind of slowed down for the side of KRÜ, especially considering how explosive and how dominant those first 4 rounds were of this half. But you said it, man. Konir, she's looking ice cold right now.
Mars F. Mars F. Keck W.
We're back in it.
I didn't drop any frames though. Hey, these motherfuckers on Twitch fucking with my shit.
It's an important round though. A lot has
Any
been
staff in the chat.
invested in terms
Any
of
Twitch
the
staff in the
economy for
chat.
KRÜ Blaze.
What the fuck y'all
Couple of
doing, bro? We're
vandals
trying to
have
watch the
shields,
fucking free
maybe
entertainment,
trying to
bro.
leverage what they could do with this Rolling Thunder. As Shies, as we're looking at it, is setting up towards his B side.
Starting
So
to feel
this
really.
finally,
This
this
never
timeout
mind.
is the first time that we're going to see this pressure coming out from KRÜ over towards the B main.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be one
Wait,
of those
Twitch
rounds
staff!
where, for the first time
Major
as
giggles.
well,
This is funny to you?
full on execute into the site, right? We've seen them visiting towards that mid.
Sorry, bro, to put you on the spot.
consistently. This time around, not a single soul towards there. And this Raze wants to see Michaela. She wants to have fun with Shy's util here.
Probably train wrecks trying to take my channel down.
It's going to be a big pick.
Oh, nice shot.
Pointy elbow.
And Konir falls. And unfortunately with that, you're going to have to backpedal here for KRÜ. It almost looks like the default they're trying to do was trying to sell a little bit of that noise on that A site, come back towards a Rolling Thunder execution. But that foils all the plans.
I work
They
for Twitch
now
Rivals.
know
I
where
have
the
no power here,
operator is,
Keck.
And they might try their hand with this
Bro,
Rolling
you
Thunder
have the
towards A.
fucking
Yeah,
thing next to your
unfortunate
name, bro.
misread there in that
Of course you
moment.
have
Thought
power.
the op was on this A
You have
line.
status, dude.
But either way, the explosiveness
I like your
that
username, by
KRÜ
the
are
way.
gonna be able to bring into the table here, especially
Major
with this
Giggles.
breach hold
That should
we
be a
keep
name of a
talking
pro.
about.
Major Giggles in the
BBL,
1v4.
they've got to have some answers, and the Seekers is it.
Seekers, Rolling Thunder on the other end though for KRÜ. But the kill still comes out for Felipa. Falling back unaffected now by the
Called a
Rolling
wrench?
Thunder on
I
the
said
attack.
wrench.
They're in a great position to hold this A side with 30 seconds left on the clock. You saw that
30
smoke that
seconds
also
left.
came out, and that slows everything for KRÜ. No W this time.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate for KRÜ's side. You saw they weren't able to actually take any space or take any ground. With Konir getting wiped out early and being the
Thanks
first
for organizing Twitch
player
Rivals
down
Track
for
Mania.
the side of KRÜ, they
Bro,
didn't
I don't
have any
think
more smokes.
anyone
It
watched
would've been
Twitch
great
Rivals
if
Track
Romy were
Mania.
able to kind
If
of
anything,
go out, throw a
that was an
cage
L
down and let
investment
the
from
team know that
Rivals.
she was
Just
able to
kidding.
block off that line, but unfortunately,
Track
the
Mania
stopping
is
power, the
crazy,
answer
though.
from BBL with those Seekers was everything.
And off
Wait,
the
actually, everyone watched
They're
it?
seeing what Shies has left when KRÜ's saving the weapons, at least for now. Felipa's looking to trade, or at least hunt them down, and they'll be able to save these weapons. But those flashes, there was no flashes aftershocks to really try to flush out the opponents out of BBL site over on towards A.
75k
the
viewers
gameplay
show,
right
bro?
now these
For
players
Track
is
Mania?
that utility for the pulse
Real
plan, but I
viewers?
think you might have to start using it
Damn.
earlier on to at least get onto these
Track Mania is
sites.
actually
Yeah,
cool.
I gotta agree with you for sure.
Is that with the monster trucks, or am I thinking of the wrong
Again,
thing?
As we mentioned for
me
KRÜ,
see.
if Konir had those smokes available, that round definitely would have looked differently
No,
for
that's
KRÜ.
different.
They definitely need to start keeping in mind about this operator. You mentioned
I just heard of
think
Track Mania. I don't
in the
actually know what
fifth
it is.
round. Right now, it's in
Not
the
gonna
hands of Wens.
What?
And this line of sight, KRÜ, they've already
Oh.
kind of suffered from it in this B main.
Match going on.
You can see Konir doesn't want anything to do with it, really holding a passive far back angle.
Everything's being pretty passive on this hold for BBL. The camera is being set up for the defense to watch towards this B main.
Okay, we should
And
watch
just
the
a
match.
contact play
I'm
with
not
the
gonna lie,
follow from Felipa
I've been
and
distracted.
Alkia towards the market. So really just giving up mid controlling, make them think for KRÜ that they have that map and towards the spawn. But instead, BBL's been so good holding across that line of scrimmage here against KRÜ when they're trying to take control of that middle.
They have, and I even like the fact that they're keeping the strong side towards
Wow.
the Cypher. That's a good punish coming out from Michaela. This Cypher ultimate's going to give them so much information. They realize A site is theirs.
There's only one player there. So what can you really do here for Eva? And Eva has no choice but to fall back. Here's the TP, sees a shadow on the top, Boombot to try to clear the angle, and now
Wow.
Eva finally falls away. Falls back and the plant comes in for KRÜ, but it gives enough time now for BBL to be on this rotate. Already 4 players are there.
Oh, no,
There's the first
overextend.
contact towards the A-Link, but Romy
Good
couldn't
mid.
get the first pick. So we're
Satchel
back on
peek
the
or
4
no?
versus 4. Time for BBL to aggress right back within the A
Oh.
site. Satchel towards the
Oh.
back of the site. Beautiful
Never
paranoia.
mind.
Nice shot by Konir as well. That holds it down. Michaela
Over.
holding the other angle. That high-low is still too good. And the crossfire even more beautiful for KRÜ Esports. And that only leaves one.
Oh!
It's a 1 versus 1 on that spike. Sticking it halfway. Goes up for the
Oh my god!
Ava!
Holy fuck!
Insane clutch. We have to rewatch
Holy
that entire
fuck!
sequence once again because that flick onto that Omen in the site was disgusting.
insane.
That might be the greatest single thing I've
Insane
seen in
shot.
recent times.
Oh my! Here we go. Let's watch this in all its glory. It's this shot. It wasn't the Omen. It was the rain.
Boom! What's up, motherfucker?
What?
A Red Bull clutch of the Agents right there.
Hey, what the fuck is going on? What is this replay? What the fuck are we doing with the replays? We're trolling, no?
Inexperience from BBL on the stage. I
Hold on
don't think
one
it matters anymore. So I'm going to retract that statement on the conversation that we had for that. But we're going right into the action. Coming forward, 1:30 left on the clock. KRÜ is looking for the mid control, but a different position for BBL. Look at them. They actually have players out there.
So aggressive. What a bait
Damn,
and
they're
switch.
feeling it now.
Alicia with the long lines, and the whole time Vanya was there with the paranoia out in case anything got dicey. Good refall back. I mean, this is just beautiful coming out here for BBL. Not only because they find the 2 opening picks, but the
Okay,
fact
that's
that they're
definitely
able
a
to
pasta that guy
shut
typed.
down
That guy's
this
definitely, because that happened
A-plus
yesterday.
from KRÜ
That guy's
just
just typing that
looks
to be a
so
funny
good.
guy.
They have to try to do something once again. Thankfully,
You guys
Kunir's
are
still
fucking
alive. They still
stupid.
have
You guys are
smokes to
fucking
work with.
stupid, actually.
Paranoia on top of that. It's being used to smoke out one side of the top middle, breaking the trip, trying to get some tags there onto Vanya if possible.
You guys are
They're
actually
just in great
stupid.
position. You just play the power of numbers. And you just play the off angles, and it works beautifully. Alkia landing that shot. The
What stick-
operator
these are
still
not
a menace
stickers, bro.
in the market. And BBL is in a great position to take the lead in the first half.
Yeah, both players of KRÜ are just kind of getting corralled into the spawn. Felipe
Oh, good recovery.
goes 1 for 1. Connier, if she's able to get this guy out of the picture, maybe.
Oh!
Through the smoke, swinging out.
That mouse jump.
Tapping on the spike.
Wow.
Eva, and Eva's
Eva
quick
might
with
be
these
the
flicks.
best player in the world. I'm not
One
kidding.
tap. Well, you can't do that, man.
Last round before the
Hey, don't throw me under the bus like that. Actually, I can.
Nice. Here's that setup that we witnessed from the get-go right here. I mean, a beautiful set piece to be able to find the opening for Akelia.
Replay Eva's kill, bro. Let's see some. Let's see something that we didn't see, man.
She's popping
My
off.
God.
I mean,
Yeah.
just one
No
away
joke.
now
It should
from
be a
showstopper as
requirement
well.
in production. You have to be like gold plus or some shit. I swear some of these motherfuckers don't got Valorant installed and they're changing the cameras on our behalf. Production should be required to play the game.
The paranoia from Vanya was beautiful then, but KRÜ.
They're just showing random shit sometimes, I'm telling you, bro.
Pulling up the Seekers, a full exec, showstopper on top.
Boom!
Going behind the Seekers, and it lands at the
Damn.
west. Still moves within the smokes, and Michaela stays alive.
She's still alive with paint shells in hand. Beautiful entry. And KRÜ have been in these post plants before, time and time again, and just falling slightly short. A lot of util on their backs, though, this time.
And that's beautiful. Trailblazer just got shot right away at the end.
Here comes the party.
No information going back into Cypher BBL.
wow.
So it has
Oh
to be a showstopper,
my
but it
God,
misses.
that is tragic.
Advantage coming out for
Oh
KRÜ
my
Esports
God, that's
still.
even more
KRÜ
tragic.
Blaze setting up on the crossfire on the post plant. Eva moving forward. All-star
Is it
player
planning
so
for her?
far. Seekers on the 1 versus
not.
1. Can she do it again?
Eva,
The
Eva,
shot gives
Eva.
Kunir's position
Go,
away,
go,
and
go,
now
go,
we're
go,
chilling on
go,
both
go,
ends.
go,
Another
go, go.
tap.
Goats! Goats! Goats! How do you say goat in Turkish?
As they take the lead, 7-5 on the first half.
That is so damn steady. Ava, it doesn't seem like
Hit
just
you!
any of this pressure is
Hit
getting-
you!
That was steady, that was crisp, and that was Ava just clutching another round like she does every single day.
Right now, it seems like the desk have been talking about these Sentinel players or Vanya, but I think
Holy
they're going to have to really start
fuck.
talking about Eva here as
Let's
she's
go,
been an all-star
Eva.
player so far. A beautiful
Bro,
clutch
I don't know
came
every
through,
fucking word,
and we're gonna
bro.
have to agree to
Nereden
that, right,
bileyim?
Ginsu?
When the fuck do I use the word goat in Turkish?
Oh yeah, you
Get
know
you
me too
painted
well.
it.
You know me too well.
I never
Max,
seen that in my
of
life,
course,
though.
of course. But let's talk about
Goat
some of the things
cheese?
that happened
I
at
don't know.
half. I've got Sapphire and Baby Bay here with me. I think you jumped the gun a little bit. Talk me through this round you chose.
Yeah, so I chose this round because I think it's just good fundamental gameplay from KRÜ. Like, they really slowed up the round. They know that it's like a dodgy buy.
The
out of
desync
BBL,
on
and
them is
just
actually
watch this unfold.
crazy.
They get the first kill, which was a beautiful shot, and now they're
Oh,
aware
it's not that
of
bad.
another
Never
push
mind.
coming through. And this is just good fundamentals. They're already grouped up, and then they're just going to close out the round. It's just clean. Clean stuff, not getting caught off guard, not getting ecoed by BBL, who's mechanically insane.
Yeah, you know, you talk about jump the gun, but it was like.
Well, I watched Sen versus PRX. Dude, I'm actually worried about that shit. Because it's being hosted by Africa TV. And I think one of the co-streaming requirements is that you have to stream on their platform. And I can't do that because I have a contract with Twitch. I'm pretty sure I can't stream on another platform. So, like, those motherfuckers need to give me permissions. Otherwise, no joke, I say we blackmail them. Can we do that?
From Vanya was incredible. But, and then
can we stream it anyway? What are they gonna do? Take my channel down?
Those clutches,
Major Giggles, can you get can you let me know if they can take the channel down?
Yeah, I also think for Cornet, you can feel the fire. We speak about how she might be feeling coming into this after last year, and Heather, she's proving that out there.
She is. This is what a veteran is meant to do to open the tournament. She is playing like that star that Potter and I both know for many, many years. But
surely we can just buy the platform, no?
Starting to get that momentum.
We just buy the platform.
Scary.
Yeah, BBL with a great tack
like,
and great adaptation.
I don't mean to like
was doing and bringing the
dick about it, but who the fuck is I'm just kidding. But like, you know?
Clutches from Eva.
Yeah, they needed those clutches though. I think it's still a very, very close. Anything can happen. Let's get the second half underway. Back to you, Vans and Potter.
We've seen all sorts of Sky pretty much on this map. One getting information.
I'm calling up Rob. We're buying that
this
shit.
Time it's just one being the retake solo play from Eva. And I want to know what she could bring out now that BBL has the attack.
Yeah, no, I think Ava saw Mimi.
Yeah, I'm getting fired up from the RB, dude. That Rebel's hitting.
Map and said, whatever you can do, I can do better. And I'm loving it so far.
I still haven't ordered food either.
On her back and bringing it right into grasp and
she's
so fast.
It's quick.
Wow. Wow. Look at the movements. Holy shit.
But at least Vaughn is there, pushing it to the B main. And
you guys are legit.
All the players fall on the defense on the B site.
Insane time.
I'm impressed.
What a pinch to come through. Spike will be planted.
Poppin'.
Spike planted. And they've got all the time in the world now from market and B main. With that placement of the spike, KRÜ have to do so much here.
A little bit of room to breathe from that utility coming out from Shines to allow now KRÜ Blaze to move out towards the right side by the staircase. But there's smokes after smokes. There's a flank coming out from Philippa. And this is going to be a very tough task now for KRÜ, but we forget about Romy. That's 2 kills on her end. Disadvantage, though, still for KRÜ Blaze as they're looking for that tap on the spike. The fault line forcing the swing on the other end, and unfortunately...
I have it! Oh, you guys are all... Okay.
With 2 kills in the round.
Beautiful, decisive for BBL, and I feel for Shies. I love the play that she did there in that 2 versus 3 in the clutch. Fault lining the right side, allowing her Cypher to get that line on the left and try to get the spike to half. I mean, that was really the only win condition that they found themselves in, so good effort coming through here. This pistol round, again, we're seeing the power of reach, and with that raise, if you're decisive like this and you've got a raise that has that movement ability down,
Koner is playing 1v5.
It can really be explosive.
Koner is doing the mod check IRL.
BBL, we see a lot of Valkyrie on a jet, not too much of Valkyrie on a raise, and showing that she has prowess on these satchels. It's in her eyes, her point of view, trying to spam behind a Trailblazer that's looking for information. Spots one within the smoke, and they know the
Go.
There's that creep.
Right going to the highway.
Oh!
Nice shot by Konir. That spike down actually. An opportunity for KRÜ to move.
What's the bird doing?
Within the site.
What are we doing?
Advantage back for KRÜ as Philippa moves in.
No!
Back to the classic and a bullet, and somehow the massacre thrifty comes out from KRÜ as they're not done yet.
Oh no, a little too confident, I think, coming into this.
We just don't care. We just don't care.
As soon as the sound cue came through, as soon as that hit came, everyone rotated. Especially because it's an eco round, you have nothing to lose. You take that gamble and you take it every time.
There's no way.
Things get dangerous because of that. Things get dangerous when you just flood and you don't care about your life. So, oh man.
And that play right there, Konir, the self-smoke that she placed towards the staircase to isolate herself in a corner. That was that first blood in the round. And they're going to try to do it again, though, for BBL. So let's hold that thought of what Konir could do.
Help.
Let's see what BBL could do this time around as it's their turn on an eco.
Alkilia had a frenzy on her back this time. But BBL, or rather KRÜ, they've learned their lesson.
Oh my god.
Staying far back. Definitely. Solo play from a Cypher within the B site. More players playing further back towards the middle. The aggression is more on the crossfire towards A main. So we're just really trying to find the information a little bit more passively.
Yeah, and that's going to be so
Wait, can I order now?
as this half goes on.
No, they're still not accepting orders. I need to order for somewhere else.
You know, we talked about
All right, I'm on break for the
crew
eco.
learning their lesson and kind of not keeping their bodies in
I just
there,
don't
but
understand how
communicating
restaurants are
to each
closing
other
down,
when
like-
that fault line is down and keeping an
Like, business is good. I
internal
order from
log
you
of
every
when's coming
day.
Back up is going to be extremely important to kind of
We just get
telegraph
kebab?
when those hits are actually going to be coming.
Fuck.
Seems to be coming towards this market.
Might be a
flash for
kebab day
contact,
again.
Doesn't get any information, so an opportunity for them to really set the pace, set the tone for this push towards this market. Nicely done by Shines, though. Fault line has slowed him down. Romi's playing within the site with Khalida as they're just holding these angles. Passive, beautiful trip to get into the pick.
I'm getting
For
kebab.
potential flawless. One more
I just feel
remaining, and you will definitely see the Prime giving flawless this time
It's
around.
healthy.
Power of the Cypher, and with just a simple
Show us your order history.
crossfire, they're able to dominate that anti-eco. And that's what you want, especially with the
Hey,
shenanigans
calm
that we
down,
just
bro.
saw the round
Close
before.
game, dude.
You want to be the team to be able to have clean rounds just like this and build up your bank. So for KRÜ, that is just such an incredible swing round. Now coming through, I mean, it's just shifted. When you lose that second round, the bonus is off the table. Now it's kind of KRÜ's bonus, but kind of
Oh my god, I'm
BBL's
so
first gun
hungry.
round.
I can't wait to eat.
BBL's gun round is
My first meal
focused
today,
on
I'm just
the
saying. All I had today was a shake.
Thankfully, there's a little bit more nerfs coming in here from Pain Shells with the newer patch. So only Eva
I'm gonna
comes
die
out
when this food's
with
here.
86 HP
I need to
remaining,
eat slowly.
but still
Remind me to
hold
eat
their
slow when
ground
it's
now
here.
towards the same main. Potential re-hit.
I'm gonna remember.
Yeah, if you're BBL though, you're pretty satisfied. with
Quiet,
this.
bro.
Sure,
I'm trying
you
to
gotta
watch the match.
Trade a bit
Alright,
of
Roid
utility
Rage.
to gain the
That was a
ground,
Roid
but
Rage,
you
no
already know
joke.
fault line is down. You know Paint Shells is down.
Ew.
All members of BBL grouped with the Cypher lurking, and the jig is up. KRÜ, they've just found the Cypher.
We found the Cypher. It's the battle towards middle. An over-rotate coming out, though, for KRÜ. As even a Cypher. Romy gave her position away, or gave her position towards the B site away, which allows now BBL to move up.
Yeah, these are some weird reads coming through here for KRÜ. Romy's gonna catch that fault line.
They're
but
splitting. The site's
thankfully for
clear.
her,
The
KRÜ,
site
they
is
have no
fucking
idea.
clear.
And
They don't have a
she's got all
singular
those
soul
footsteps,
here.
too. So they'll know that they're going to play more passively towards that back of the site. Probably play that triangle formation in the back of the
Keep
pillar
market.
at
What
that
does
B
FNS
site.
tell us?
Meanwhile,
Keep
for
market.
BBL, they're
Keep
running a
market
marathon
or
around
spawn.
the whole
Hold one or
sunset.
the other.
They're confused. They're like, where the heck is this Cypher? They can't believe
Nice.
it. But when's? That's gonna make this post plant so much easier.
Oh, fuck.
Finally found the Cypher. And
Nice.
unfortunately running out of bullets is Michaela as she gets
Above you,
struck by
above you.
Vanya. Alkia looking for an opportunity to push forward off the assist off the flash. but
No,
Konir's
no,
just
what the
waiting
fuck
around
was
the angle.
this?
Also supported by
No,
Shine.
what the fuck
One
was this?
jumping
Nice
forward.
jump.
Khalifa gets the pick. Will the trade come in low on HP? Tries to fall back, and it works out for a bit. Konir is now the last player remaining. Her teammates have
smoking,
fallen
good
towards the front
smoking.
of the site. So she has to play the solo. Double smoke.
You're lying
throw,
to me.
nice little shot, and the
Good
off
job.
angle there.
Eva,
once again.
Eva, holy shit. Kiss her hands. Kiss her hands. Take her hands and kiss them. She's
Pillar
taking
for
us
sure.
home.
I wonder what happened, what the communication
My
was.
God,
that
she coulda
came
actually
through
lost for a
the
second.
defense side, but you saw that KRÜ were early rotating. Romy kind of
Bless her hands.
ditched her.
Bless
her post
them.
and started going towards spawn. So they for sure thought that some sort of A split was coming through here. But
If I was her teammate, I take her hand and I kiss
for
it.
KRÜ, and this
Thank you so
strong
much.
Post plant is making this B site. So
Bro, are you trying to
dangerous.
win or
That's a great
no?
call. It seems that there wasn't too much utility being used after the initial trades towards the A side, so one small push from a Trailblazer forced that over-rotate. And they want to try it again now for BBL. Early Trailblazer out, getting information towards the right side. Cornir gets spotted, TP's away nicely, but there's a TP
Oh
also
my
from
God,
Vanya
Vanya's actually
of
insane
the
too.
A side.
Hey, BBL
And
actually
Cornir
playing
still
though.
falls.
Hey, BBL actually
Off
insane.
the rip,
They
off
actually
the
insane.
rip. Vanya's all of a sudden on the back
Holy
lines.
shit.
Everyone is falling
Turkey
in
might
the
win
sights,
something.
and Michaela,
Turkey might
she
win
wants to get the
something,
heck out of there.
finally.
She needs to save the op now.
It's been years, bro. What's the last thing Turkey won?
Exit kill. But at this point,
The first match, by the way. First map
they
as
just gotta
well.
Save everything they have.
Especially when the Seekers come out. There's no element of surprise coming out for KRÜ this time over. Romy trying to save her weapon towards mid. You definitely see the players of BBL trying to hunt down at least that one player for Romy.
Yeah, interesting Seekers to blow here in the post. Really just solidifying.
Curse
this
Yokabe.
round,
No
trying to
curse
get the
here.
10th on the board.
I'm good luck charm.
If BBL are actually able
How do you
to
say good luck
punish and
charm?
get some
Let's see.
kills, that could be huge, but it looks like BBL want to save their money as well.
Important. You mentioned the operator was there. Michaela made it out at 70 HP, only thankfully met up with Kalita for the full
I don't
heal,
fucking know.
Good
luck charm, bro. If you know, you know.
Keep their position. Also, look at the position in the post plant. You're not really or as the spike goes off, you're not really trying to set anywhere where you're trying to.
Someone in Turkish said we're good at volleyball.
Okay.
Can anyone confirm if Turkey is good at volleyball?
So they really are trying to salvage whatever they can within that last round.
Yeah, getting everything they can out of that round. And Vanya, I mean, Vans, I looked down, I looked up, and all of a sudden she's in.
They are? All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick up volleyball tomorrow. Maybe it's in my DNA as well.
Aggressive. I mean, it's this time BBL's turn to hold that W. And
I'm going to go start playing volleyball too.
It seems to just make sense. A lot of these plays so far on Sunset as you're starting the map, it comes with a lot of aggression towards this position right here.
Yeah, and a quick adjustment for this one.
I ate your country for Thanksgiving. Good one, bro. We're still laughing. We're still fucking laughing, you motherfucker.
Change the dynamic a little bit for
you happy I read that shit?
Take one day.
No.
A lot more duels towards this B
5 minutes. 5 minutes, you come back, you better be different.
But BBL,
whoever you are, I want you to avoid being that person.
Over towards A, still being very patient, but all 5 members group. You can see Ava's kind of leaving the pack. She wants to send some misdirection, get some info towards this B main.
Already running towards there. Trailblazer. So they know that Michaela is pushing forward in this spot. So potentially that the stack
Hold on. What is this round?
So what's the read
50
for BBL?
seconds.
They still want to go for it. Still towards this A side.
Yeah, but the fact that Romy is still here and has a Sky to assist with these flashes is going to be
holy
difficult.
shit, that flash.
Beautiful flash, fault line for the assist. Kalita gets the pick onto Alkia.
Oh shit.
Room to breathe for KRÜ.
Oh, fuck!
But Eva, once again, this person alive right here.
You have bird, Bird through. Bird it. Cage it. Flashing left. You cage the right. Oh my god, amazing teamwork. Holy fuck. You see that?
Within the A site and are trying to go for that plant.
Take the plant. Take the plant.
You saw that ping coming out for Ava. She
what?
Wanted to isolate.
She couldn't drop the bomb.
Got any info on her left side now.
Nice shots!
That's two lined up. And the hat.
Holy fuck!
Gets the hat.
That's how you play. That's how you fucking play, bro. Take notes, you gold fucks.
Again of Ben's one taps there. I mean,
that was personal.
BBL,
but that was nice, no?
You know, the desk talked about it. Individually, this squad is filled with superstars. But I thought it was just gonna be Vanya.
Watch this. Boom. Boom. Blinds? I didn't even know she was blind.
And stepping up huge.
Holy
Ava consistently, but this time it's Wen's on that Cypher.
Oh my god. Holy shit. They are the fucking queens.
Sorry, BBL, I wasn't aware of your game. Right?
They are the queens. Sorry. Yeah, literally.
I'm a boomer. But now an important timeout being called by KRÜ Esports. We talked about really the timeline of this game that was always in control by KRÜ Blaze from the beginning until round 5. It was like what 4-0, 5-0 at that point, and finally we're starting to see when that operator started coming out for BBL Esports, and it was, or BBL Queens, sorry, and there was no answer coming out from KRÜ. That changed all over here for Blaze. They've been in full control since that moment.
Yeah, and I think for these ladies on KRÜ right now.
Why do I say gold and never any other rank? Because gold players are toxic. They think they're diamond, but they're gold.
They were controlling the pace.
They got the biggest egos out of all the divisions, no joke.
Flying around in the sky, really believing in that breach stun.
I just made that up. People are saying true.
From that pistol round to that first gun round on their bonus, that's exactly what KRÜ need right here. Set up your Ray, set up Michaela, find those entries, and allow Connier to just close out the rounds.
And also, they've been a little bit more reactive in their playstyle for KRÜ, banking on the retake plays where unfortunately they didn't have much of that opportunity to play those retakes because of the numbers that are falling down here within the executions of BBL, who are looking to work towards this B main.
Yeah, and KRÜ once again really keeping the Cypher very mobile. This time around,
Silver players are low-key underrated.
Defense is set up back towards this B, and just last round, Romy plus Kalita towards that A halls was so dominant. Again, both in tandem, trying to defend this B site, but those sound cues right now, BBL, they've heard it. They know the Cypher setup is here, so now they're deciding, do we want to hit this site?
Sorry.
And on top of that, they'll hear the Trailblazer coming out too. So 2 sets of shots though got heard.
They did get heard. The fact that no one saw Akeelia yet, and that dog didn't clear, I like this move coming out for BBL. This is so sweaty. sending the whole squad back towards this A, sending that misdirection, but the timing that Achilles is going to find here should be everything.
And there's more misdirection. The flash went towards middle that didn't spot anybody, and look at that over-rotate coming out for KRÜ because of that flash. And the fall line. Rolling Thunder.
Who off your feet?
Fake.
Holy
Even an entry on top of that.
Eva.
This is going to be the best fake that's
We're
been
going
thrown
B.
so far by BBL
Oh
Queens.
my God, bro. They are slaying so hard right now.
Positioning though,
Unless
Romy's positioning, this could be the crux.
What?
Oh, well, not if you're Felipa.
That's caster curse. So Plat comes in.
That's a caster curse for real. That was a major caster curse.
Control really of middle and of B on top of that for BBL.
Yeah,
they have to save.
Get down,
yeah.
And you can see KRÜ are scrambling, trying to figure out exactly which retake protocol they want to call.
She is the best female player I have ever seen. Just so you guys know, I read that from chat. I do not claim this joke.
Losing this one here, they won't have economy to work with for the last round. There's just too much utility for BBL, on the post plat, and unfortunately, they can't even cross the entrance of the market. BBL's now at that point.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for KRÜ's side. You saw Khalida, I mean, just doing Sky duties over there, finding that information, but just that small move, not clearing that right side, gave them just that sense of security that they never should have had. It's an information game here, information warfare, Vans, and BBL, they've got all of it.
Oh my God.
And the hopes that they have now is on the back of a showstopper potentially to stay alive. It's being used on the attack though from Malkia.
Where's the other Raze ulting? Who's the other Raze ulting? Oh my God!
Still stays alive within the B side. How is she alive?
How?
There's that first kill. Romy had her hands full pretty much towards the B main. That's the reason why. Unfortunately here, the hopes of KRÜ trying to come back are thin. BBL just wants to continue to push towards the spawn. They're flipping the map over. And it's time now for the defenders to retake from the B main.
Yeah, flipping the map for sure, and they even planted the spike for that area. Connier, the jig is up. A lot of utility on her back.
There's that first smoke. Phantom picked up Paranoia as well. First contact, nice little dig and a nice flick onto Eva. The third one peeks out, so information.
We swangin'. We swangin'. Sticky, you won't.
Tap on the spike. A TP being heard.
Oh.
First headshot.
Hold up.
But time is running low. As Vanya,
Not today.
the star player, gets the last pick, and BBL Queens take the
Damn.
first back.
Okay then, my queens. Let's go BBL.
Both omens in this first match.
I like what I see. Let's fucking go. They're insane. They're actually insane.
Both squads was incredible. So decisive for KRÜ, but BBL, the fact that they consistently had answers, especially as the map went on, I mean, that's experience. That's exactly what you want.
Well, with that, hopefully a chance to come back for KRÜ on that second up bind, and that's going to happen after the break.
They have
Something's
to
wrong,
make
bro.
it
Fuck!
because if they don't, they'll be dropping into the lower bracket. Let's send this
We
over
still
to
can't
your
do it even with the
masters,
chat's help. We're fucked.
And Potter, take it away.
We couldn't even do it in time. Oh my God,
for
man.
BB and for Sapphire, that I still think that this is going to go to a third map because we're playing KRÜ's map, undefeated on this one, and an opportunity for someone to just drop smokes and start dueling all over the place.
Exactly, exactly. Not only that, but both squads are going to have kind of like this faux duelist style brimstone, right? Brimmy with the stimmy, Vans. We're about to see some insane executes, and if map one told us anything, is that both these squads are decisive. So with that stimmy, certainly going to change the pace. And again, you mentioned it, that breach.
Wait, I'm preparing my kebab. I'll watch Pistol. I'll watch Pistol because it matters.
To use as, it's actually KRÜ looking to hold the W to start things
Holy
up.
fuck.
Duelist premium for Kadir, the headshot that
Holy
the first, but
fuck.
BBL answers back right away.
Nice.
3 to fall, and an advantage for the attackers to come in for the plant towards the A site.
Yeah, and it's going to be a free site, able to plant and go wherever they want. That sound cue of the TP, giving a lot of information as well. Maybe this flash is going to open something up for Romy, but she's stuck behind a smoke right now.
Yeah, the thing is the spike is planted towards the mid box and APC, so looks like for the attackers for BBL, they really just want to play the crossfire, focusing on the drop from heaven. But a nice shot comes out from Khalida after the showers, and Neva's the one to fall. Disadvantage though still for BBL, or for KRÜ rather, as Vanya's there at the off angle, at the barrel. And you know what? We talked about a control on the first round.
Yes.
Being Konir getting 4, but this time it's Vanya.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the perfect
looking
opening,
kinda insane,
right?
no?
I mean, Vans, it was Konir that opened up the round with a beautiful one-tap, and it's Vanir that's going to close out the round with 3 more kills on the other side. I mean, both controllers are absolutely crazy, but that shot from Kalita,
oh my God.
I mean, if Romi's able to wipe out Vanya here, it's wraps.
Yep.
That is a round 100% coming through for the other side, but just the smallest of margins right now across both maps, fans.
And this is tough, though, for KRÜ, as they wanted to set the tone early in that pistol round. The aggression that they pulled out got denied right away, and also on top of that, the star player over at BBL gets 4 into the round and closer to a Brimmy ult. So now KRÜ, they want to try to push forward once again. Sheriff long range. You saw there the Fade got some information on the players falling back from BBL, so they had to be ready on this A site.
Yeah, now Romi's about to have a whole lot of action come
Keep
her
moving my
way.
mouse,
You can
sorry.
see most of the squad is on the way with the rotates coming, but
That was mine. Mine.
just
Yeah.
a sheriff
Oh,
in
we're good.
hand,
Great.
that's the way to start.
That's
fuck?
good enough. And now the push
Oh,
out through the
no.
smoke. Shies comes in for the assist, so no aggressive position coming out from BBL until this player right here flashes out and allows both of them to get the 3 picks instantly to trade right back.
And the map is somewhat getting flipped, but Konir
What the
in
fuck?
heaven just doesn't see Philippa in the corner. And just like that, what coulda, shoulda been,
Whoa.
BBL are able to just stabilize the round. But man, things got dicey there.
Really starting to see BBL players within their element. So as Yinsu was pointing out on the desk, it's the way they play it in the MEA
It's so
online,
good.
and they're definitely showing you here a comfort zone for Eva. Beautiful flash to allow these
It's so
skills
good.
to
I can eat
happen
this
in a
every day.
double swing to
Not
get
that I
those
can eat
2
this every day.
picks.
I do
Was
eat this every
everything
day.
there for BBL to
Chicken?
stop that bleeding and
No, sorry.
prevent
Meat,
Thrifty from happening.
rice, and
Exactly,
salad.
and that's such a good point, right?
It's so
Because
fucking
right
good,
prior
man.
to that, we
It's
saw
so
a
fucking
Lakia
good.
going
I love
into
kebab.
U-Haul all on her lonesome, all by herself, on an eco round. So definitely gonna have to go back to the fundamentals and make sure everyone is doing their job. But on this bonus right now, BBL, you can see they wanted to do some sort of fast opening towards this hookah, but no bodies here, no defenders in sight. And this is going to be so much control for BBL. Once you have top octagon and hookah, this should be a simple execute.
And that's why they're not looking to fall back here for BBL. They're still holding their positions. Michaela's the one playing and trying to spot the angle. Just saw one and forces the wall up. Paying shells to just try to prevent players from dropping down right away. Romi's looking for a time to run through the
Oh
smoke.
no,
Unfortunately, the
this is
timing's
bad
not
for
right.
KRÜ.
BBL's taking over the B site.
Yeah, and just like that, both members wiped out. Kalita still has a flash, maybe an opportunity. They are blind, but the backup is there for BBL. And now both members remaining, Konir and Shies, maybe some damage, but you really just got to think about saving at this point.
I agree with that. Right now, they're just holding behind the thickness of the smokes towards the spawn. An opportunity maybe to duel to recross, but they're going to probably cross onto one spotting them. And there's that content, and at least Konir is able to win that against Philippa. And trying to see if they still want to try to hunt her down. So she's trying to bait it out so her teammate could get the backstabs in the end, but unfortunately she falls. And look at BBL. They're actually pulling all the way towards the teleporter, and that's discipline.
Bonus.
Such a dissection of this site as well, and you even saw it in that last moment, Vans. Both players biding their time, the communications coming through, they did that countdown and double swung onto the
Do I have a
spawn
Discord?
player. So,
Yeah.
I mean, little things like that go a long way, but again, the decisiveness, Akia just flying into the back of sight. And when you're prepped as you are, if you're BBL here, you really understand when your openings are, when that breach fault line is going to come through, and exactly what angles you have to clear. So
They look really
a
good.
drilled execute coming through here for BBL, and clean as hell.
That's really nice to see from BBL, a team that hasn't really played this map during their own qualifier at EMEA Season 3, but we'll hold that thought.
Good night.
KRÜ's just trying to push forward with just sheriff plays and trade-offs, and maybe trying to take advantage of the phantom that they had behind for the assist. So there's only one player holding the anchor within that smoke.
I'm
No,
eating
she's
slow.
close. Shy's at 61. Here's that tap on the spike, and as she runs out, the 3
God
players
dang.
are greeting her right
Can
there.
you add me on Discord?
And that's really
No.
not going to allow KRÜ to set the pace or try to bring it back in their favor. We'll definitely see a 4-0 here.
Should be, for sure. Yep, and Romy,
Hey, what?
no chance to even shoot a bullet there in that one.
All right.
Coming on
you
to
can
the
add
fifth
me.
round here, Vans, and
You
this
can add
is,
me.
I mean, this is going to be a strong gun round. Maybe an operator needs to be discussed. Starting 2 on the defense side, do we bust it out? The biggest problem when you're running comps like this, and really Bind in general, is who's going to hold the op, right? Is it going to be our Rays? Because if it's our Rays, they're not going to be as free and mobile, which is exactly what you want your Rays to be. So decisions having to be made. No operators, because no money yet on the board, but a good timing on this timeout if you're KRÜ.
Yeah, and that's why some of the competition that we see towards the VCTs, when they want to try to have a player use an op, you definitely see a Chamber in that composition. And this time around, though, these two teams are not opting for that type of play style, but they're opting to play a Fade, at least on KRÜ's side, where they're calling this timeout. And I feel like I've seen this before, this composition with the Fade.
Yeah, you definitely have, Vans. You definitely have. This is a comp that I'm definitely familiar with. It was a comp that my team ran all of last year, and you know that, again, we got to highlight what the strengths are. It's the Fade and Raze together in tandem. Not just that, but the Brim ult, as soon as it comes out, that tether coming through for Fade, it's
a
very underrated
good?
piece of utility, but that stopping power that you're able to provide, and just those plays in
Am I supposed to have a fork and spoon
running beside
while I
you,
eat this?
3, 2, 1, and throw those 2 utility pieces
Yeah,
together.
I eat rice with a
really
fork.
change
Why
the
not?
tide of
Is
how
that
the round's
crazy?
going. So I'm expecting to see KRÜ start to really warm up into this half and start utilizing each other so that they can combo those utility pieces together and get around on the board.
That's the silver lining when you're looking at how the defensive has been played for KRÜ.
There's
they
kebab
have
in
stuck
here,
those
though.
2 players together for most of these retake attempts that they're trying to do. This time around, you see all 3 players that you've mentioned with the Brimstone in combination, all playing towards this A site, but no orbital strike this time around. We still need 2 orbs for Cornier to get that upgrade, but at least it's that smoke to really slow down any type of pressure from showers to start.
Yeah, and she's even going to get a Haunt to help her side as well, maybe trying to really collect the orb, but a bit more of a passive look. And you can tell here, Cornier doesn't really want to contest this shower. If she did, the Sky would be a lot closer towards Octagon to pressure the TP at the same time, but she's playing for info at this point.
It's very interesting that Kalita even threw the Seekers immediately at the beginning of the round.
Bit of a maybe miscomm, but the pressure applied by BBL was certainly felt if you're KRÜ. But a waste of an ult, essentially, in hindsight. Romi's got a lot of info, though. A lot of info, and I wonder if Romy is actually hearing the Viper jump spotting, because that's going to be a huge sound cue. A lot of information.
That's why KRÜ is staying with this
Show me the
formation towards the A site.
Romy's going to get the... Oh, God.
Oh, it's fake checked. She has an opportunity
Wow.
right here. So she'll call for the rotate. Coming back. Oh, the re-swing out from Vanya, and somehow Romy was ready for it.
Wow.
Now being pressured, throwing down a snake bite. Now the TP comes across for a pinch.
What?
But it's too aggressive for KRÜ. They fall down one by one right outside the teleporter.
Oh my
and even
God.
Shies could avenge her teammates.
They got fucking
Unfortunately,
owned.
with all that timing, all that information that Romy got, they couldn't capitalize on it.
Couldn't capitalize. It's just down to Cornier and Kalita. Kalita's in a very interesting position. If Cornier's able to find one, the time is low. With the flank in way, maybe there's a chance here.
Saw the barrel of a gun and one planting for sure. An opportunity to
Oh,
backstab.
nice
There's
shot.
that first frag
Nice
onto
shot.
Alkia, and knows that at least one player is falling back towards the U-Haul, but it's doubled up. We're about to see a duel on the rotation, but one's watching that flank at the same time, and that's the commitment to try to stop Wenz to play that pulse plant with the snake bites, and Wenz was ready for it all along and all ready for the lineup. You pretty much could say that this is a done deal. It's about to land onto the spike, so Cornier has an opportunity, though, to clear out towards U-Haul. But we mentioned it was 2 players in there. Cornier comes across, gets picked off. And it's time now for BBL to really take a strong lead on Bind.
Yeah, what a dominant answer. What a dominant round, especially if you consider how that round was looking. I mean, Romy had everything going for her that round, even with the flank of Kalita. Every moving piece that they needed was on the way, but it was right there, that TP. I love the ride or die. I love that you're committed to your teammates getting contact, and you're going to trade them no matter what, but it was a little too early. There was just no attackers in that area of the map, so the timing isn't on KRÜ's side, but BBL, they're constantly having answers.
Yeah, Romy definitely wasn't in a position to be able to trade off with her teammates. Pinned all the way back towards the attacker spine. Hopefully, with room to breathe as the barriers come down, ultimates to work with on BBL's side, and KRÜ are looking for a gamble stack towards
where do I get my food? I don't want to say that, bro.
Off.
Oh, man. I love this play coming out from Alkia right now. She's going to have so much... Oh, the jig is up.
Flash finds information. Elkia's just pushing her away with a satchel. Orbital strike coming out too, clearing out towards the showers. So the commitment is for BBL towards this A site. We're still having that battle 1-for-1.
Gatekeeping my food.
That comes in. Kalita gets one for trouble.
Not
so
gatekeeping.
The last bullet remaining gets the pick off onto Vanya.
It's just like, you
No
know.
matter what, really set up towards this A site for BBL. Forcing out Seekers too is actually a quite nice for KRÜ.
Nah, this is unwinnable for them.
For BBL towards the A site.
Yeah, exactly. That Seeker's buying them that time. It doesn't look like KRÜ want to give them any much more of it. They are on the way, but with just sharing.
They're getting smoked.
With all the utility coming through for BBL.
What's the next match?
It's not going to make it hopeful whatsoever, but this is dominant so far for BBL. And
wait, EG versus Liquid play next? No, sorry. SMG versus G2. Yeah, that's actually a sick match. SMG versus G2. That's actually the match of the day.
So far, there's a
SMG undefeated, G2
sure.
favorites to win the
BBL is
event.
definitely looking comfortable, and probably they have studied
along with Shopify.
Brings to the table right now in their matchup. Another timeout being called once again.
SMG
really
is 35-0.
Focus on what they could do here on the defense, because that combination that you talked about with the tether and the nades, I've seen is being done for KRÜ side when they're hitting the attacks, really taking control of towels towards
they play after this, yeah.
The A side. They could actually add a lot of pressure. So for me, it tells me that KRÜ are still very comfortable of running it back on the attack. Just salvage as many as you can here on the defense.
Yes, yes, and as they should be. Right now, all of their ultimates, most of them, should slowly start to come online for the next 2 rounds. You've got a lot of protocols, you've got a lot of sequences and little set pieces that you've been
That's going to be a good one, no cap.
Long. This is absolutely where it comes into play. All those drillings, all those reps, this is where you have to execute.
When we're looking at how these rounds have been played out for BBL, it's really KRÜ trying to be a little bit aggressive towards short, pushing out towards the not too much pressure towards the showers coming out from BBL. So now it feels like the map's even kind of flipped around. They have that extra opportunity to add more again, to add that fear and that paranoia of an extra step that KRÜ has to take advantage of or has to think of.
There's been a lot of like one-sided games as well.
See if KRÜ put some pressure towards the
It'll get better
TP.
when these top teams in the event like play each other though. Also, teams have had like missing players. That kind of sucks.
On the side of Kalita is towards that octagon, so maybe providing a
I think the next one should be close.
Through that TP,
like I would be surprised if either team gets wiped. But then again, G2 could just own them low key. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, but I feel like there's a world where G2 just owned them.
That's her goal so far. Really leaving the short open because of the one-way Viper orb that's also available. Meanwhile, we're just trying to play the information game. Everything's been utilized towards this B side from the Sky utility, so we're staying put right now for KRÜ on the A site.
Yeah, and Shy's both used both of her prowlers already. It didn't catch anything in shower. This timing might be crucial.
Wow, that sucks.
Vanya. She gets the pick off. Showstopper was her moving towards the attack.
Viper roll.
The defense is trying to slow things down. Counter with the orbital.
What the fuck? That was an overheat.
To an attempt to try to get that seize, or at least it was a haunt that came out. Sorry, not a seize with
they
the orbital strike,
out.
And that TP forces now BBL back into a ring around the rosy.
Low-key, they have to go shower.
Yeah, and this is a good answer. Look at the mini-map, fans. It's only Romy here all alone in the site. Connier fully bit into that B hit, even used the molly down under Hookah. So it's just Romy. She's got to get a multi-kill. Oh, they're doubling
Wait, who TP'd? An accident?
Only one TP, so still committed within the A site.
Was that an accident?
Fighting inside the pit, it falls down as Romy gets picked off, but Kalita's still there. Trying to get a flash, trying to get information. There's 13 seconds left on the clock. BBL has to commit now towards this A site. Now it's being stuck by Philippa. Kalita still trying to find that timing. Swings out.
Bombs down.
Get the kill before
1v2.
but at least gets a second.
Show me the one. Show me the one.
The all-star in the clutches. Moving on to a corner. There's that first. Wants the second.
That would have been insane if she won that.
Finally to save it. No clutches coming out this time forever.
Not this time around. Shies has an answer, and you can see how much it
got pushed by
means to
Breach's
her, and
ult?
it should.
Oh.
Finally stopping the bleeding. They had to use a lot of ults, but the mobility coming out from BBL this round even confused me. So I'm glad to see that KRÜ had an answer. They looked calm and cool, all things considered, with every TP noise coming out 2 times in that round, but good stabilization, and man, that was so close to even close out the round there.
Damn, that was very close.
Planner.
That was everything too.
Yeah.
To stay under the composure of oh crap, I missed the spike planner and it's down and we have to try to clutch it and he still got it. So you're gonna be happy with that for sure.
That is hilarious.
As a fan,
I love it.
Stay wild within the CBLOL arena. And 1-6 in the scoreline. Room to breathe. Our hope right now for the KRÜ fans, as they have money to work with and still 2 very strong ults.
Very strong ults, and BBL trying to do their best to kind of bait it out and make them use one early. Once again, BBL have full shower control. This time, though, KRÜ are reacting and responding with a quick short peek.
Felipa.
Such a good answer, though.
Every time they try to walk forward and trying to get a surprise attack on a contact play, it gets denied right now by BBL. So the protocol that they have to just hold back, play passively, let them walk into your crosshair.
Oh my God.
They've studied some tape for sure.
A lot of research.
Oh no, James Bond.
Studying Michaela, this timing, I mean, this is where heroes are made, right here.
Right now within that smoke.
She's not going to go through. She's too scared right now.
Time to work with within here while the pressure
She had a good timing, but she doesn't know it.
Shies has the Nightfall. Lots of utility. Uses it right away after the plant. And there's that flank.
Wow.
Opportunity for Romy. Just win on the off angle from that Nightfall to just have them funnel
The Observer
right
is drunk for sure.
As not Mikhail is the one pushing forward through the smoke. Does not get the contact
Aye,
until
aye,
Akia,
aye.
who falls back, has support into the U-Haul. Disadvantage for KRÜ, 2 versus 3. C's being thrown just to hold them back. And that same battle happens
Felipa's
for
playing
short.
this so well.
And this allows now
Never
KRÜ
mind.
or BBL to just run that clock down. And with the pain shells on top of that, hope is lost.
Yeah.
Romy on a 2 versus 1, but no time to come in for the plant or for the defuse.
I mean, Prius, you have to
She's gonna
say,
have to
like,
save.
She will. She's
This
got
is
to
subpar
survive.
at
Take
best,
that
no?
TP. Beautiful.
I mean, coworker or not.
And you know, all things considered, Vans, this is a W round if you're a KRÜ. You've got to be reminding yourselves that this was just a small difference, a matter of just milliseconds difference, right? You saw Romy setting up this flank for that entire
You're not
round,
observing
slow
this, dude.
creeping down that
If
long
you were
lane,
observing
and
this,
again,
no joke,
deja vu, finding herself on the flank, but this time
I might have to
able
fight you
actually get a
if you're observing
multi-kill.
this.
So just the smallest of margins right now that's happening for KRÜ's side. BBL, they keep getting shower control. They keep getting hookah control. So I'd like to see KRÜ being a little bit more proactive in the mid round. Maybe not just towards short A, but getting a little bit more info towards that shower.
Yeah, it almost seems that there's not too much of that.
7-1, we love you, Brazil.
KRÜ to grab that orb towards the showers.
It keeps being
focusing more
7-1.
towards those picks, towards that short A, as you've mentioned. And for BBL this round, quite
We've seen
quick
too many
towards
kills
this
for it
B
to be
site.
Prius.
They know it's a lower buy that we have here for KRÜ. They're satchelating through. Showstopper out.
Rosa.
Alkia still gets 2 entries on top of that. Now the Seeker is going to confirm, at least on the defense, that yeah, they're planning in there.
They will get the spike down. Khalida, Seekers unable to find much of anything, especially because Romy was just too far away. At this point, like once again, damage control. With the Viper's Pit out, you want to kind of just contain the attackers here. Make
Bro, we get it.
with the spike.
Juzaisha, you keep typing the same thing, bro. No one's laughing. It's not that funny.
Khalida's just trying to catch one off guard. Lurking across, picking up a weapon at least. That could be another big one. Goes in to tap on
Oh my
that
God, he
spike.
typed it like 5 times.
Counter flash coming through.
Holy
Really
shit.
just trying to keep those players within the radius of that plant. But BBL, they move up at 8-1.
Dominance.
Maybe a little bit
so
off
far,
brand.
Fans. Complete dominance for BBL. I thought maybe they would approach that anti-eco a little bit more cautiously, but they are not. I mean, they're feeling good. They're feeling confident. And even though a little bit of RNG is thrown into rounds like this, they're feeling good about it. They're feeling like no matter how dicey things get, we're just going to be better. So a lot of confidence coming through here for BBL. And with each round, it's just building and building.
I got to give them the attempt, though, to try to get some players off the showstopper out of hook, but unfortunately with no contact there. That was all the eggs in the basket for that. But now you talk about this showers control out from KRÜ. They're trying to go for that utility play just to try to push Vanya away. Meanwhile, though, the battle ensues towards Long B, and Khalida is able to get that pick.
Now that Khalida has a pick, she's got the opportunity to apply a lot more pressure through that TP to help her shower players out. But you see, she's very nervous about this bottom B. She wants even further info, and that dog gave her exactly that. They should have a good idea that this is an A hit.
Protocol was there for the others to fall back here for KRÜ. After the Trailblazers spotted nobody towards
W
long,
analysis.
but Wentz has already moved up towards the U-Haul. There's a big flash, and instantly
Nice
we
try.
opened up the site for BBL. Plant now goes down. Shies is able to answer back, but low on HP. Hot being thrown for some information. They know there's one player towards the bench as a smoke. Beautiful flash, and Felipa falls. Orbital strike, though, still available for Vanya. And that could be everything right here for BBL to win this 2 versus 3. And lots of times being wasted here because Kalita's forced to use a heal onto Shies. There's that orbital strike to delay it even more.
Is it enough? Let's see.
Both of them could stay within the U-Haul. Making a lot of noise,
Doubled
though.
up.
This is great. Shies is playing the off angle, now forcing one to stick onto the spike.
Wow.
And they both get their
Wow,
picks.
they both got the kill.
Now halfway, Romy on a 1 versus 1. Vanya plays a
Oh!
and she'll get the time for the defuse. That was one rare mistake that came out from the IGL over at BBL
Damn.
to allow Romy to
Hold
get the
up!
triple clutch.
Yeah, one rare mistake. I don't even blame Vanya, though. How many kills have we seen her just running and not stopping, sliding and getting kills? She just got one prior to this. So unlucky for her, but both players are bobbing and weaving, jiggling, right? I mean, Romy, as soon as she gets contact, just gives a nice little sidestep, completely ruining that crosshair placement. Beautiful mechanics coming out here for both players. And man, KRÜ, they really, really needed that one. Now, all of a sudden, I mean, the light at the end of the tunnel, Vans, it's there. 2-8 right now, 2 more rounds. And that second half is looking a lot more doable.
The light's definitely brighter now for KRÜ. As they're setting up here, they know the judge is close. Showstopper can hold on the attack. Forward moving with the judge.
Beautiful.
But unfortunately, it's a showstopper at the
Oh,
feet
no.
of Michaela. She gets dropped. Early advantage, low HP at least for Algia. This looks like KRÜ are looking to push back forward. Yeah, the full end's huge.
Wow.
Easy kills for Eva.
The communication's coming through. Shies just left with the Bulldog right now. And with only 2 rounds left in the half, she's got to go for a heroic play. Such a strong crossfire for BBL in the site. That's just checkmate right there. And Connier has been incredible in these clutches all series long, but with a judge in her back, yeah, she's just gonna tuck tail and see if she can get some sort of exits bottom B here.
And the exit's only with a judge. I mean, I would respect going for that as well. Getting a couple of picks and dying here, getting closer to an orbital strike in round number 12 would be the saving grace potentially. As for BBL, this time there's definitely no
One-sided.
back.
Pretty one-sided.
Just chasing down for the last kill, just trying to find her. And they don't care losing their weapons.
Yeah, you know, I want to highlight what you mentioned there, Vans, the fact that just dying for the orb anyway, if you're not going to save the judge, you might as well have, for sure. So dying to the spike, you know, that's definitely a strategy you keep in the beginning of the half. As you build up into the half, you don't want to give free ult orbs, but in the last round, definitely want to change pace a little bit on that approach. But here we are, 9-2. Listen, it's either the 3-9 curse or fake comeback 210. We'll see which route KRÜ goes with.
My heart is with Raze.
BBL have just been so dominant. I mean, each individual is just having highlight reel movies constantly here on Bind.
I felt they never really had to get within these sites for these highlight reel picks. It always comes down to that first blood in favor of BBL. And in the mid-rounding, the retakes just not really working out for KRÜ. Thankfully this time, different change of setups though for KRÜ. They have a crossfire set up with this lower buy that they have. One playing close to the teleporter. Still once again playing the utility of Sky. So this is very important here. Kalita already used a flash and the dog, having nothing left around. It allows this position to get taken for Michaela to maybe get the off-angle pick.
And it's going to be really important that Michaela does not give any sort of tell.
I wish we had
this is where the
listen-ins.
trap is going to be, but BBL,
I feel like listen-ins would go so
they
hard.
read it, and they're choosing correctly here as they choose to regroup, leave the Sky.
Even if we don't
maybe
understand.
drop a couple of smokes towards that B and really sell this fake. But you can see that the spike is recollecting towards that A site here.
Clock's ticking down, and finally BBL are looking to pivot back towards the A site, and that's where it forces Shies to push forward. Got contact play, forced to fall back, but now pinned within showers. Prowler to get information, now committed. Are BBL within this A site for a plant?
That drill is so clutch. At the same time,
trust.
Wenz with the pinch. Wenz does have a flank on her back, and Romy now activated on that flank.
The retake's now available for KRÜ. Looking for utility. There's that flash. Beautiful. Alkia's fully blinded, and it's working out for the
1v4?
for Crew to salvage this last round. There's only one player left, but it's Eva. She's done it before, but not this time around.
Nice try.
We'll have that 3-9 curse.
Yep, too many bodies to shoot at there, and yeah, 3-9 curse. I'm ready, baby.
Too many bodies, but at least that shows the protocol that you saw from Crew. Beautifully done on that push, and we'll see if they could actually pull this back. Let's toss it down to the desk so they could actually break down that first half.
Thank you very much, Vans and Potter. A very dominant half from BBL. But again, like you said, Crew, they have the ideas. Sometimes they have the reaction times, but they just get caught off guard a little bit by BBL.
Yeah, it's so sad actually, because even that round 5, the pinch, it's just like, it's a good concept, a good idea, and it makes sense, but the timing is just not there. And like the execution is there for a lot of the plays that they want to make. And it's just unlucky. I don't know how to say unlucky.
And then how many times like they were trying to play aggressive long, they had flash readies to go, and like Eva was always just in front of that flash. The timing was so unreal and very unfortunate for Crew there.
Yeah, it is indeed. I mean, as you said, there were a couple of moments where we felt like they were going to get some rounds on the board, but in the end, they did manage to get 3. 9-3 curse.
I believe in the 9th curse, because it happened to me quite a bit. So I do believe in it. I just hope they have really good executes on this fade comp, and if they do, I actually do think that they can bring it back. But it all starts with the pistol round. If they can't get the pistol round, I don't know. It might be just donezo, you know, like it might be done.
Yeah, no one talks about the 10-3 curse. So yeah, it's you know, they picked Vine for a reason, right? Like we know that they're very comfortable on this. They have a kind of an interesting comp with Fade, so you know they should have something prepared for this.
Yeah, and I think they will. Like I said, it all starts with pistol round. I hope they cooked up some kind of crazy strat here. I like what they're doing. I like the aggressiveness. It may be able to pay off more on this attacking side.
Yeah, I mean, it still feels like BBL, they're just clutching out. There's a lot of rounds we're seeing a similar theme to Sunset.
Yeah, again, that individual play, that skill difference when it comes down to those 1v2s, those 1v3s. The BBL players are so in their comfort zone there.
Yeah, well, this is it. This half is going to be very, very important for Crew if they want to stay in this upper bracket. Vans and Potter. You think they can do it?
10,000?
I still think they can.
7,994.
I'm a believer, baby. I mean,
Did I get
Crew,
it?
they've got to dig deep. They've got to dig deep here, and there's a reason why they're undefeated. There's a reason why there's stats to back them up on this map. This is a comfort pick, and now you get to kind of control the pace. Listen, you were reacting a lot on the defense. Now on the attack side, you can really choose what you want to do. So enough reacting here. Crew, I'm expecting them to control and dominate in this pistol.
For BBL, they kind of want to control as well. They went for early.
Holy shit. I'm finally done eating.
Sands, but let's focus on what's happening towards short. Trailblazer to push one away.
Wow.
Michaela's also Satchel taking
I don't have a kitchen. Do I have a fridge? Yeah,
it's
right there.
A pain shell to
My fridge is right there.
Get the blood coming in.
Holy shit!
At least it's a 3v3. They stop the bleeding there, and they have an opportunity to go for a plant. It's smoke galore towards this A site right now.
So many random smokes, and they decide to get the hell out of their. Crew with the spike in their back. Conyer's going to be able to set up the spike, and Michaela, she wants to go for more. She has to.
There's this frenzy. They heard a TP towards that flank.
They're so aware.
Michaela's just waiting here, and so
She's
are
so
the
fucked.
other 2 BBL players just outside of the smoke. It's Vanya, and it's
Oh, they ran in. I thought they would wait. The smoke's about to fade. Why not wait?
To leave Alkio alone. They definitely know that she's playing towards the towards Hookah, and they'll hear her to drop no matter what, and it's committed.
It's better than the front.
This round so well.
Still waiting.
Oh, Michaela's back. Michaela's back.
Great start as well, and we're already halfway to a showstopper.
Halfway there, and if you're Michaela, you are loving that, and I'm so glad it was Crew who was able to convert that round. I mean, listen, Wenz should not have been able to get that double kill. I don't know what the heck happened in A site, but those were some heroic moves coming out from the Viper on the side of BBL. So the fact that Crew were able to respond and react and quickly pivot going back towards that B in that nick of time, beautiful stuff coming out.
A chance?
Especially, I mean, listen, if you're
chance?
down 3-9, this is the kind of round that gets you back into this game.
That's true, Mab. That is actually true, Mab.
Right through the walls that was set up here for BBL. But smart for KRÜ to stay all the way back towards spawn. That alleviates a little bit of pressure that might be happening towards this B site.
Yeah, but this is a bait. This is a complete bait. Love this setup for BBL here. 3 members with a beautiful crossfire in the site. Roman's able to punish. Pick. Yeah, that's huge. That is huge.
Move in within this B site. They spot the stack. That's a free TP back within the other way, but Michaela is able to get that first pick off the long range. The Classics still able to answer back. And there's that flank coming out from Eva, and thankfully there, it's the long range weapons. It's a stronger buy that we have for KRÜ, but he's also still lost 3 players in the process.
When you say long range weapons, Vans, did you mean the Classic? The Classic on the back of Kanye there?
Kind of right, kind of right. Yeah, in truth.
What the? My goodness, both these controllers on both squads are just so damn good in the server.
The damage though, yeah.
But all good. This is a very healthy buy coming up for BBL, and the fact that KRÜ only have a few sheriffs to work with, you can see Michaela right now really deciding what her weapon is going to be. She's absolutely not going to stop W. She's going into U-Haul with that Bucky.
It starts off with the orb being thrown first, and there's that execute, the utility support to allow this Bucky to maybe get some control here within
Whoa, check the satchels out.
But nobody's there to greet her.
Nobody's there, but this should allow to formulate exactly where the defenders should be. U-Haul control.
Nice flash as well. And that ground control towards U-Haul is huge. Vanya is forced to play all the way back, waiting for the smokes to dissipate, but also an opportunity to try to get a plant. But there's still utility coming out for the defensive end to prevent this plant from happening.
From bench.
There's that first blood, though, from Khalida, right between the eyes of Vanya. On the top of the bench.
Why haven't they planted yet?
Back. The crossfire is still really nice, though, for KRÜ to take the advantage. At least for a brief moment. Philippa wants to try to fight back.
Satchel?
She won't see anybody. We're rotating towards B.
But Akia is on the way. She's still got paint shells on
Kind of flushed out, though.
Just released those. Did a little bit of damage, but the spike is going to get down.
They know there's one close right.
Philippa just hardly any utility to
wait, she's in front of it.
Yeah, and the aftershock is a little bit too far behind for Michaela, so she couldn't use it towards U-Haul, but she might be able to use it right here at the entrance of the B site. And Alkia is going to be the one that's going to try to play that contact. That fault, like you mentioned before, Philippa uses it. There's that push forward. It trades off, and the advantage still continues, still remains for KRÜ. As Philippa's walking in, trying to get the spray on the first one. Here's a shot in the second one, and Shy's repositioned to a spot where she could have been picked off there. The wall bangs, the halfway mark.
That was scary, not going to lie. That was very scary.
4 kills in a round, but she almost got beheaded.
She did. She really did.
I thought Philippa
knew something no one else really knew. I thought she was trying to bait her to peek in there. I mean, absolutely, those game senses tingling. And Spidey sense is letting her know where
That's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row. They won the bonus.
I mean, and that's the bonus.
Romy turned up.
That is everything for KRÜ. You know, the
4K, right?
Yeah. They need the pistol, but now with this bonus, oh boy, 39 curse.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They are getting mad.
As they had everything that they needed towards that A site to hold everybody back. And look at this. We have a Marshall out for Philippa, so this half buy that you have some room to breathe, but there's still a lot of aggression coming through, trying to play the long range with that Marshall. It's being held here with an aggressive push towards Showers.
Yeah, and I kind of like that Alkia is showing herself towards this hookah. I'd really like to see her be extra mobile, maybe release a boombot and then just book it back towards that A site. Certainly KRÜ are understanding that that is the one win condition on the back
she's
of
so
BBL,
far pushed.
Is that showstopper, but my goodness,
timing?
Alkia
Everybody's pushing.
She's pushing. She's in a ranked game right now, Vans.
Oh
my God. Was there. That 6 cents coming out from the old IGL. Philippa gets at least value out of that Marshall.
They have a Bucky on you.
There's just too many players of KRÜ moving together as a death ball.
Let's see if they go you. Oh, they know she's there.
Allow BBL to really play any more surprises until maybe right here. That
the flash missed. No, Eva. No.
Lucky timing for Eva.
No.
I'd ask for a refund on that bird. But Wen's with the Bucky in her hand, I mean, this is where the discipline comes in, right? If you're KRÜ, you don't want to give freebies unless you do. Unless you want those eeks.
You definitely want to get the alt orbs up. I mean, they're so close to it as well for KRÜ. And as you mentioned, you want a refund on a bird, but sometimes birds are free, so why not try to use it at least to try to make some surprise play, but unfortunately it didn't work. And now for BBL, I mean, we're closing this gap. This looked to be really BBL's game from the first half. And it's KRÜ once again. They were the ones making the first mistakes on the defensive half. But as you mentioned here, Potter, now that they have control of it, they've been doing a great job really working this map.
Absolutely, and timeout coming out right in the nick of time for BBL. I don't think the alarm bells are ringing quite yet if you're BBL for sure. I think they've lost 2 actual gun rounds so far.
They paused for me.
And 1 eco round, so that's definitely gonna hurt. But for these ladies, they've been doing all the right things, right? We talked about that shower control. For BBL side, we've consistently saw that TP pressure, and that Sky is sending the utility through that TP to give even further information for their A site players. So we'll see if there's any adjustments coming out for BBL, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they just rinse and repeat, do the same thing, because they were going through the motions. All the pieces were in the right places.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. Also for KRÜ is that pressure they're able to get.
Dips or bench press? What does that even mean?
The fans are still pretty loud here in the CBLOL arena. As we move back within the server, we look at what we have here.
Bofa.
Because they've lost those 2 gun rounds and also the eco, we see that the string of rounds that was able to come out here for KRÜ. But now they have the weapons now for BBL and also these ults.
Yeah, look at this from BBL. All 4 members are grouped towards this B. This is looking like a full push down B.
Cala boca!
They have the breach ult, so they're okay playing retake and keeping A site as the weak side.
The start is just to put Alkia in a position by the TP. Dog coming out, the info gets shot right away here from the spawn, so they're not too sure there's somebody close there towards showers until that bird came out.
What am I saying? That means shut up in Portuguese.
It was just too far. She wants a guaranteed kill right here. So just biding her time. You can see both initiators are babysitting the Rays. Here we go.
Ay, caramba!
It was one to bait out Alkia to try to get the trade with the showstopper.
Been working on that one.
And good for Khalida to stay alive using now the Seekers. Now 1v1. Wallbang attempt.
Oh, fuck.
Greeted by Khalida. The flick back to get the pick. And an opportunity for KRÜ to move within the site. Orbital strike to flush Khalida out and move her into a position where she can't use the Rolling Thunder for the retake on BBL.
The timing in this round for KRÜ was beautiful. Absolute perfection coming out.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. My bad.
Khalida's already ready. I mean, as soon as the communications come through for her team that this retake is not on, she can just booktail, turn around, and really put the nail in the coffin here and put a checkmate into the second half. KRÜ are completely controlling the tides here. And BBL, I like the proactivity. I like the trap play that they had. The idea was there, but sloppy. Too sloppy.
No cap when you unboxed that knife a few months ago. I was in deep sleep and I thought I was getting attacked.
The last 2 players are attempting to save their weapons. They're hunting it down. Khalida's already back towards short A. They've used a Viper utility for her to move through, trying to flash for some information. But we could definitely see here.
Come to Finland and sign my Sun shirt.
BBL holding back towards the spawn on the top of heaven. We'll save these weapons for the next
Wait, 2,200 bits? Wait, someone donated. Wait, bro, HWS donated 10,000 bits and not a single fucking Keck W in the chat. Bro, we didn't even acknowledge you. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's like
nice
$100 bucks.
And even Michaela being there at hookah to just
bro doesn't even care. Hey, you motherfuckers thanking these guys or what, dude? They're donating money, dude. You guys even say anything?
A lot of moving pieces for KRÜ on this attack site so far. And again, it's just Shies outside a bathroom trying to give info. BBL are so aggressive.
Super aggressive, trying to push him towards a Rolling Thunder, and there it is. It's coming out right now. Showstopper on the other end as well.
What?
Just to try to answer back, but Felipe's the one that's holding it.
What is happening right now?
Wens as well pushing down, and Kinnear unfortunately falls. And that spike on top of that. Romy and Shies, the last 2 to work against 4 players of BBL.
Look at this up down.
Too good. It's a 1-for-1. And now only Shies. Looking to clutch it around here. An opportunity for KRÜ to tie up the game.
Damn.
But BBL has something else to say about that. There's no way that they want to make this a close game now.
Yeah, and that's a response. That is exactly the response.
BBL, BBL, BBL, BBL, BBL.
A nice change in pace right off the rip here. But with no breach ult coming out for the second round.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking straight at what kind of misdirection they're going to throw. They're going to try to make KRÜ think that that same type of aggression is back on the way, or will they just go back to that standard? Because as I said before, that standard actually for BBL, it was working out. I mean, they are proactive. I'd say maybe the timing in which in the round they're trying to clear shower is a little bit too early. I think you wait a little bit longer, but otherwise, again, they are crossing their T's and dotting their I's as far as looking for information in the mid-round here.
And that's quite interesting, actually. I was looking at it with the KRÜ coming out with the timeout. And so the timeouts that came out in the first half was actually from BBL, just trying to secure those rounds on defense, right? Or am I wrong on this?
I'm a little confused as well, because I think they did use both.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. It does seem like there's...
Tarik, I am your neighbor. Can you please try to keep it down a little bit? I have a child trying to sleep.
Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting.
Fuck them kids!
To see how it was so one-sided for BBL.
I don't know how to count anymore, man.
Dude, it's okay. It's one of those days where we're learning today, for sure.
We gonna learn today, fans. We gonna learn.
You gonna learn today!
That timeout, it's done.
Yeah, it's timeout. Done right now for KRÜ as they come back within here. And BBL is slowly starting to slip away with this matchup, trying to come back within here. We talked about the ults that are available. Romy has an opportunity here, so maybe to try to work together with the utility that they have and try to go for this Viper's Pit. But starting things off on this overlay.
Yo, it's 4 p.m., but it feels like it's 9 p.m. because there's just a cave in my apartment, dude. There's literally 2 little spotlights on, and it's just dark in here, bro. It could be 8 p.m., it could be 8 a.m. Time is an illusion.
Is up, and at this point, you got to decide, are we going to ride or die fight for this site, or are we going to let the Viper set up in a post
and it's snowing inside
to kind of push and pinch them out? So we'll see exactly what kind of response the defenders of BBL do here, but if they come towards this B side, I wouldn't be surprised if they just
catch a flake on my tongue. No,
it really just depends.
No.
Yeah, Wenz is
bro would have thought. Well. Bro could have thought. Bro would have thought. Catch a flake on my tongue.
Towards this B site.
No, no.
Definitely okay to give that up. Players playing towards.
Let me see your elbows touch.
There's that pick coming out on the attack for KRÜ. A classic play coming out on the attack.
Catch a flake on my tongue, motherfucker.
Vanya though has an opportunity to really try to flush out KRÜ.
Yeah, but she's holding on to it. You see that KRÜ are really trying to bait it out, but Vanya's biding her time. She wants her teammates to be a lot closer to the site before she goes.
They're going to let that plant go down. So it's a full counter against the Viper's Pit. Nightfall to even find more information. There's that orbital strike finally coming out on defense, but that's a pick coming out from Alkia. Wentz now pushing forward.
I have no idea what's happening.
Think of it now as Romy's still holding this pit within the site. Finally gets sprayed off, and Konir's alone now. Walls coming up. It finally comes down. A flash that misses.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Chris Cal, thank you for the 5 gifted.
As now they're at 11, getting closer and closer to finish the series.
What a beautiful
thank you, Lady Rain, as well.
Through here for BBL. I got nervous.
I'm trying to work out, LOL, bro, and you're making it weird. Keep lifting, bro. Keep lifting. You're doing good shit. But no joke, you could do more reps. No joke, you could do more reps. You're not going till failure, and for that reason, I'm disappointed. Not surprised, disappointed.
And that sort of small little patience in the beginning allowed them to get in the right spot. So good moving pieces here for BBL.
That's actually really nice by Michaela.
That was a nice shot.
Finally looking to be a little bit more
Trader right away
at the beginning of the rounds, just trying to hold.
Why do they have 2 coaches? In case one of them doesn't know what to do.
That first pick, it works out, but
what kind of question is that, bro?
Romy.
In case one motherfucker doesn't know what to do, we get the second motherfucker to figure it out.
The good news, at least for the side of KRÜ, is Viper is no longer at this B side. It's just a double initiators, and sure, that's a lot of flashes, but you don't have the delay, you don't have the walls any longer towards here. Good re-aggression coming out here for BBL.
How strict am I on my workout diet?
Oh, they're walk contacting. I love this coming out for KRÜ.
I eat kebab every day. So whatever that entails, that.
So with that, though, a couple of utilities just got used, and you definitely hear it from BBL. They're backpedaling and looking to reflank towards Long B. This might be dangerous right here for KRÜ.
Yeah, KRÜ, they've got to set up in better post plants, and they've got to do it now. They're getting pinched.
Okay.
Beautiful shot
the Keck vibe emote is crazy.
Aftershot coming out too. Flash to try to recross. Beautiful fault line from Felipe. So it turns out to be a 1-for-1, but information is there. So there's going to be another contact play. Shine's the one that's one.
Is that a defender wall? Oh no, that wall fucked them. That wall fucked their shit up. We're going map 3, no? Heck vibe in the chat. We're going map 3. Let's get crazy with it.
Yeah, easy for Shies. I would have loved to seen Philippa save her gun there at the end. Maybe some dead cons coming through from her teammates to let her know, hey, oh, we can go again. GG, we go next round. Because coming into this one, even though their finances are a bit shot, with that saved gun, they certainly would have had a really good chance to stand their ground into this one. But I think she's going to be really broke coming into this round. Let's see if they actually decide to invest. A hero rifle on the back of Ava. Seekers in hand. And
have I had a dinner in Berlin? I have.
Away
it was
from
good.
A showstopper.
Germany got some good kebab. No cap.
Not playing into an angle here where BBL are trying to take an objective of one of these orbs. That showstopper that's one away from Alkia is moving towards short. The contact play, an off angle now this time around, trying to see if Romi's going to try to push and play the lurk towards short. But with the walls coming up,
bro, I'm not flying to Finland to sign your t-shirt. What do I look like?
A ruse for sure.
A billionaire?
Kalita's really going to try to sell and keep these A players busy towards this A while her teammates regroup, but oh, that fault line is so huge.
Flash also got contact, but thankfully they only got hit at the bottom of the sense at Long B, so they're able to pull back away from that aftershock to even push them even more. So it allows a little bit of a reposition for BBL to try to force KRÜ into their hands. But with the Seekers coming out, with Kalita flashing forward, the 1v1 around the area, it allows
5v5 still. Hold on, everyone focus.
Support her as they're committed now towards the A site.
We might actually lose this game.
Now it's just all Kia stuck in pocket. Vanya was able to rendezvous back with her, so there is a ping pong, there is a crossfire here towards U-Haul.
I like that, Kalita. I like that patience. I like that swing. I like that confidence. Give me one more. L Jinx.
Somehow hits Romy through the smoke.
Yeah,
what's up?
Vanya actually gets the third behind, but all of a sudden it's come down to a 3 versus 2. Ava
come on, Ava.
is able to equalize.
Come on, Ava.
2 versus 2. She wants to wait 8 seconds for her next.
Come on, Ava. Do it to him.
Seconds.
3 now.
Time.
For KRÜ
Moving. Left.
First contact to be Kunir. Eva unfortunately doesn't look towards the right angle.
Can she not hear me?
The last pick as they're 1 round away of tying up the game where this was one-sided all along for BBL since the first half.
One-sided all along indeed. Both squads coming out with all the stops on the attack side. And this one, I mean, it started off with, again, making the Sky and Breach really busy towards that Long B. I really like the setup coming out from BBL. You can see exactly why they value these agents, because that fault line is
why
so
can't the UK and USA play chess?
You can really
no, I'm not reading
it.
that. I don't even know if that's allowed to, I'm not allowed to read that.
And unfortunately for BBL, they haven't been able to punish off the back of the util. They've just been able to kind of slow things down a little bit.
It's like a bad joke and shit, no?
Good spam.
Oh.
How is she not dead?
A fadeaway satchel to get information and potentially fade out this showstopper. Comes out
oh
right
my
away,
god, panic.
The showers, but does not connect onto anybody. So actually that was nicely done by Michaela. She'll get the re-heal from Kalita, and they could now refocus to re-hit towards the A site against less utility.
Any food recommendations in Manhattan?
W if you're KRÜ. I mean, Michaela's just gonna get topped off here.
You want to get like pizza, you gotta get some sushi. Basically try everything, bro.
I'm sad about the fact that she used every.
Bro, I don't leave my house, dude.
The reaggress coming.
I mean, I know a couple places, but like, I don't even live in New York. I like basically like, I like living like a place of my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in New York, but I'm not in New York. It's crazy, actually.
Philippa not given an opportunity to be able to support her teammate, so she's gonna be the one that's gonna try to make a play.
Oh my God, 3v4. Oh my God, Vanya. Oh my God, Vanya.
Towards the U-Haul, and she takes the matters into her own hands, holding out the short A area. The push forward towards the trip box. That's Kalita trying to get the backstab back onto Vanya.
She can get flanked. You're gonna get flanked.
They have to pitch in towards this player from both angles. The first
no one knows.
Kalita gets the pick onto Wentz. The fight towards the front. We talked about the
time
left,
Vanya.
Orbital's trying not use 12 HP remaining.
Wow!
Jumping right click classic off the assist of the flash. 4 kills for Vanya within the round.
And I love how you set that one up, Vans. You're absolutely right. Vanya, she's still alive. So everyone has to be worried. I mean, Vanya was in that U-Haul all alone, but she delivers, and she delivers once again. That was, things could have got dicey. I mean, we talked about it, right? The fact that Alkia got baited so hard and just bit so hard on the fact that that A hit was coming.
Holy shit. Got really loud in there.
Shells. And KRÜ, I mean, they were completely set up. They even were disciplined. They stopped noise. They really kept KRÜ guessing, but BBL, Vanya.
Yeah. The most expensive thing I've bought has got to be my Rolex.
If you're surprised that the push went in there towards CT, but instead the round comes in for BBL, match and series point. Again, that orbital strike was never used within that last round, so a powerful ult on delays. Powerful.
Why do you say bought Kappa? What would be the alternative?
Yes, and that's such a good point, especially because.
Oh, actually, no. I bought my mom a car. That was actually the most expensive thing I bought. But I'm paying it off still. Like, I didn't pay it straight.
Trade in sight is gonna be everything for KRÜ, though.
But
still,
I guess it'll add up.
Ultimates that you mentioned on the board, and those retake protocols that we kept commending from BBL is going to be a lot more difficult.
Toyota, that should last 50 years.
And the pick that Michaela just got allows for her to get the showstopper within this round. So all of KRÜ are grouped up here towards short A, and they'll try to execute off that.
Philippa is making good proactive moves to try to make sure she's not going to get pinched. This Raze ult going off should be okay.
Yo!
They're going to book
Stone Slav with the 20 gifted, motherfucker baked.
That's what BBL's leaning on
W.
in this round.
Thank you.
I love it. The two with the ult are actually pushing out towards Shower so they can play the retake off that tier utility. So now it's the pincer maneuver this time around for BBL for the retake.
Good job, Lady Rain.
Yeah, the sound cues. So many sound cues at this moment, though. KRÜ have a good idea. They're reacting by pushing spawn.
Wait. Hold on, Stone Slav. What the fuck is happening, bro?
Winner, the ult coming in. There you go. Flushing it out towards U-Haul. Pushing it
Oh,
forward.
no.
Nice smokes on the ground.
Oh, no.
The players from flanking
Hold on, Eva's still alive.
From BBL. It looks to be beautiful for KRÜ. And even a Prime Gaming flawless as we move into round number 24.
Wow, so much mobility. Both squads reading each other so well in this last round. I mean, you called it, right? The reactions to re-aggress back towards that Shower because of their retake protocols. It did seem like they did enough. I mean, KRÜ were starting to get pinched and constricted, but this move right here, the fact that they quickly push spawn so that that pinch never happens was just everything for the side of KRÜ.
I already showed my Spotify Wrapped earlier.
Still happy, still smiles. Working under the pressure. As they only needed that one single round to push us into the extra innings. And they've broken the economy of BBL Queens this time around. But Philippa still holds on to that Rolling Thunder. The key piece here to allow for BBL to cross that finish line if they can.
And both initiators.
Money's not good, huh?
They
BBL?
swapped it up. BBL. You can see Philippa's trying to make her way quickly back towards this B. And Vanya's got a lot of time. She's still got 2 smokes left to be able to cycle through and delay and buy time.
You just fired Shuka from Loctagon?
That's what you want if your BBL wins.
Did I eat chips or control myself? Control yourself. No joke.
Once she spots Romy, that information should keep the defenders
Self-control is a skill.
The util that was used by KRÜ, all they're moving
together
towards U-Haul. Definitely will get caught. Manages to survive with 10 HP remaining. And Eva also gets a pick up to Michaela.
Big kill, and they healed.
Right now for BBL. Mentioned at the beginning of the round. That
Kalita, do it.
Kalita,
do it.
Available, and now they also have the power numbers. The
oh my god, it's clear.
Oh
my god, she's so dead.
That Rolling Thunder. The flood coming back from BBL. They're close.
She got a kill stunned.
Kalita, but finally KRÜ are able to fight right back. Room to breathe. Battle not down yet for KRÜ as we have 20 seconds left, dwindling on the clock. And now with
I'm out. Fuck this.
It forces KRÜ to try to fall back. Under pressure, it shines just towards her.
Oh my gosh, yes, fatal.
13 seconds left now, and she gets the knife.
It's 1v1 on the site. It's 1v1 on the site. Yo, you got a TP, fam? They're on the site. What the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. People run, people run, people run. She's off, she's off, she's off, she's off. Chill.
And now the TP's coming up.
Oh!
Now she knows the opponent's off the spike. Switch back out of bullets. And we're still.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that crazy, really. It was really not that crazy. But I'm down, though.
To end this series. My goodness, Shies ran out of bullets there. Just wanted to peek up, see if she's actually sticking it, but just gets her head wiped clean off. What a response here for BBL in the last round in this second map. Things were not looking good, man.
She didn't know if she was on. She didn't know if she was on the bomb. How could she know? She jumped up to check.
they better be.
I mean, in hindsight, I don't know.
And I love the smiles, at least in the defeat for KRÜ, though. I gotta say,
Jump peak from somewhere, yeah. Jump spot. You could see it was blue. I got bad eyes. Personally, I didn't see it. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys are right.
Two new players on that stage with the veterancy. You also have second life now. But for BBL, they've definitely proven that they are able to play.
Yeah, maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys are right.
They can put up a good fight, and they could potentially be that dark horse that you mentioned, Potter.
Yeah, Vanya is just something different. My goodness, so many times when that moment fell into her lap, she capitalized. She absolutely capitalized and she executed, and she looked damn good while doing it. So that sort of leading by example, especially on the BBL side in your opening match of this tournament, should carry you through for the rest of this week.
Yeah, and it does give a lot though for KRÜ fans. Again, a team that unfortunately
let's go BBL
with no series win in Berlin last year. Well, there's hope this time around. They put up a great display.
Hey, that was a good second map though.
Fight back in the lower brackets.
I'm glad there was a comeback.
All across, and there are your winner of the series, BBL, right here. And what does this mean right now? Will they be the team that will continue to push forward now through the bracket, that could be that dark horse and continue to upset the top dogs, at least here in this tournament? We'll soon find out as we move forward throughout this tournament, but let's at least toss it back to the desk where they can break down the series.
Thank you very much.
GG. We got one more, chat. We got one more to go.
Was in the end. Let's take a look at the replay of that last
SMG versus G2 match of the day coming up.
Because I feel like that summed up the entire series.
Joe, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you.
I mean, there's so much better.
Joe Mama.
So many like hero moments from the players.
Stone Sloth with another 20 gifted.
Like,
bro,
BBL was like
put the pen down. You're high as a kite, my dude. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So many insane like micro moments that sum up the entire map of mine.
And I had a lot of questions about how this breach is going to be played, but you saw from that replay just there, it was beautiful the way they were comboing the utility with the stun. I think there was multiple.
If you guys don't know, SMG did a post-match interview and they said that their 4 duelist pick was an accident, but they still played.
But at the same time,
it was not intentional. They thought it was a rehearsal lobby.
Of identifying where that breach was, not dying to the trap plays, and then honestly, it kind of felt like, oh, breach is here. Let's go hit the other site where it's weak. They understood the setups that BBL were playing, and honestly, heroics was what made
and they won 13-3. W.
Yeah, speaking of heroics, like some props to Michaela too for starting off on that map. I believe she only had 2 frags on the first half, which is very hard. Obviously, very demoralizing.
I think you're right, Mr. Fielinski.
Turned it up. Unfortunately, it was just a little too late.
It seems mostly competitive
on that graphic
between the teams here.
More first kills as well, which I feel like paints a picture of how BBL are always managing to win things out in the last minute.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Potter said
about how
they should definitely keep their heads up high. KRÜ played phenomenal. Make sure you have a better defense next time.
Wow, let's send it down to the stage right now. Dixina is standing by with the IGL who can do it all. Vanya in the Verizon post-match interview.
Salve, salve, galera. Tô aqui no palco, então, de frente com a Vânia e com a Rebeca, a tradutora, que vai fazer o trabalho aí de turco com o inglês, né? Então, vamos lá. Minha primeira pergunta já vai ser sobre o começo ruim que elas tiveram na Sunset. Quero saber como elas voltaram naquele começo para terminar o mapa em 13-7. So, Vanya, first of all, congrats for this important win. The beginning of Sunset was a little bit shaky for you. You started losing 5-1 to KRÜ. What happened? What did you do to manage to come back from this bad start?
Öncelikle tebrik ederim sizi. Sunset haritasında başlangıç birazcık zordu. 5-1 geriden döndünüz. Orada nasıl bunu yapmayı başardınız? Nasıl geri dönüş sağladınız?
Basically, we're the fucking goats on Sunset. We knew that we would fucking dumpster them. We just knew that there was a little bit of a bump on the road. But at the end of the day, we're the fucking best team here. If you're gonna fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with you. So you fucking...
At first it was kind of difficult getting used to the stage, to the sounds and everything. So it took us a few rounds to come in the game, but after
my Turkish is not great, with that being said.
Came naturally and we won the map.
Ela falou que no começo foi difícil acostumar com o stage, com o som, com essas coisas, né, de jogar num palco pela primeira vez aí, depois que elas acostumaram, as coisas vieram naturalmente e acabaram vencendo. E minha segunda pergunta agora é para falar sobre essa bind, né, que depois de virar de 9-3, tiveram muitos problemas para fechar, quase perdendo o mapa. Quero saber o que aconteceu.
Ah, there you got it.
So my second question is about bind.
How did I get cut off?
9-3, a really good advantage. What happened? You struggle a lot to close the map. What happened?
Şimdi bind hakkında sormak istiyorum. Önce 9-3 öne geçtiniz. Çok güzel bir avantaj.
I do real one now. I do real one. I try.
Maçı bitirmek birazcık
Use
zor
easy
oldu
words,
sizin için.
please.
Orada ne yaşadınız?
İkinci yarıda 9-3 önde olanın biz olduğunu unutmuş şekilde oynadık. Daha fazla özgüvenle oynamamız gerekirken daha pasif oynadık. Normalde vuracağımız adamları yaşarsam ben vuramadım.
We played passive. I could have shoot the guys that I was meant to shoot, but we burned it back eventually.
Fakat biz de farkındayız. Daha basit bir şekilde geçmesi gerekiyordu. Ama
We needed to win in an easier way, but at the end of the day, we won. I don't know, bro. I lost her at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. She went crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
9-3, we should have closed it out easier, but we kind of forgot that we were like leading and we were kind of more passive. We should have been more aggressive, so we were aware of that. But the important thing is that we closed out the map and we won the match.
Ya nereden bileyim oğlum, ben New York'ta yaşıyorum. Hocam ne diyorsun bana? Nereden anlayacağım?
Ainda bem que elas conseguiram vencer no final, né? Voltaram pro jogo. É isso. Vou agradecer, muito obrigado. Thank you so much, Vânia. Congrats. É isso. Tamo junto.
Hit that shit.